Ernest Nansen. Indeed.
The stream did not hear me. I'll give the very short version, which is that the party is continuing to prepare for the Night of the Green Moon, and they were filling the ceremonial vessels with the river water, which was cloudy from ash. And yeah, what was the party thinking of doing?
I believe we came to the conclusion that we were going to bring the water back and then come and investigate the ash in the river. Am I mistaken?
No, I believe that is what we were planning on doing, yes.
So, yeah, we're gonna carry the water back.
Okay. Alright, Picano, he's, when we went off camera, you guys described him as a dick. But I'm being concise here, and perhaps that is accurate. So yes, he kind of did not want to investigate the source of the ash. He just kind of wanted to. He seemed to want to hurry back to the following for some reason. So yeah, he's completely fine with this plan. But he doesn't plan to go back with you.
It's okay. We'll investigate. We're good scouts.
Alright. Okay, it's an hour trip to get back. And and Letsua, who is one of the heads of which house? My memory fails.
Otter House?
The Otter House. Who was giving you the set of tasks. He sees your baskets. What is the water isn't pure.
Yes, it appears that there was some ash that made its way down river. We were going to bring the water back. We had assumed that, of course, that you have some way of filtering out the ash. Likely just cloth or something would do the trick. And then we were going to go back and try to find where the ash came from.
Yes. He takes he cups the water in his hand and sips it. Yes, we can settle the water and filter the ash out. But that does sound like a good plan. You are going to be scouts after all. That would be wise. Already, Picano has already wandered off. And he seems to be talking to a lady friend.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
His skin is glistening with sweat.
I mean, that would be the
Brom yells
ideal
after him,
time.
"Hey, Picano, tell her how the wrestling match went."
He's ignoring. Are you gonna walk over and tell her how the match went between you and Picano?
Nah.
Oh, okay. You did see he did walk faster as you approached the tribe, and he was working up a sweat. Yeah. One of the other lady friends he was speaking with last night looks surly, and is off to the side, working on weaving a basket. All right, let's see what it says. You are free to go on, though you are. I appreciate that you made sure that the water returned first. That was wise, and it was good of you to check in with me first.
Well, hopefully we'll be...
Well, day's getting on. We need as much daylight as possible to investigate what's causing this ash. So
Hopefully we'll be back before nightfall, but if not, shortly after, I would
I
say.
guess we got more walking to do.
Letsua
put
tells
you
you.
up on Nelly if your foot's sore, Brahgy.
Okay.
Letsua thinks for a moment and says, "Well, I would ask that you return by nightfall. We have 2 more days after today, and if..."
As I said, we will try our best to be back.
He says that he asks that you actually do come back before nightfall. He does not want there to be any... wants everyone accounted for.
I see. You want us to do that, not try to do that. Okay.
Yes.
So what time is it now?
It is about 11:30.
Well, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. The sun sets at around 6.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Something.
He
something
gives a
that totally
nod
slipped
and
my-
walks back towards the tribe.
Something that totally slipped my mind the other day is I meant to repair Skritch's shield, and I never got around to it.
Okay. Go ahead and give it a whirl.
Wait, what did I do? I just messed this up.
It's a level 0 item, so you just need... Oh, wait. It's hidden from me.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
doesn't
oh.
need to be a secret roll. It's an open roll.
Yeah.
We don't want you to know if you failed.
That would be
You just-
funny, though. You think you fixed the shield.
I was trying to use a macro. Let me just roll straight. Crafting.
Maybe I should make a video called Fuck You Mechanics. Alright, that's a success.
Wait,
I think that's 10 hit
what?
points.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the maximum hit points is 20, so and it took 12.
so it's almost back up to full.
Are we talking about Skritch's shield?
Yeah.
And you said it took 12 damage?
It should have been.
Okay. Yeah, it's now at 18 health.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's get a move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brahgy knows that the stew, the evening dinner get cools when you come back around dusk. It's good to be back maybe half an hour early.
Well, also after a long trek there and back, we'll be hungry.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, off you go. You trek up, following towards the source of the river. You go a ways, and the river curves around some smooth, low-lying hills. And after perhaps close to an hour, you do see that there, as you're passing the river, and passing a small stony island in the middle of the river that the river flows around, you something catches your eye. It looks like some of the water is the water current goes around one specific spot of the river. In this spot, maybe like a few feet wide, the water's kind of splashing about, almost as if it were alive. Why? Why have you come? You hear a gurgling voice. The water splashes to and fro. Are you here to help me? I've been so polluted, and I feel so weak.
Who are you?
I am the water spirit.
Like a naiad of some kind, or
I am the water.
How did you get so polluted?
Oh, there's... in the great distance, there are some great fires. Up where the river... where the water comes from. But it was very far away. Can only see it in the darkest parts of the night.
Where does your sense extend to? Do you have a perception all along the river, or just where your particular emanation is?
Oh, it is far from me. I don't quite know what you mean, distance.
As in, do you perceive where the fires are are polluting you?
Well, I feel that it's those things that when you burn your great fires and you let things fall into the river. Tree branches.
I think what he's asking is, do you have a sense of the area where those fires are at? Can you actually...
Oh, I do not know. All I know is what you can do.
What can we do?
There, across the way. Near that tree stump. There is a mystical flower growing in the stinking mud that needs to be taken to purify the river.
is it a magical?
The water
item
does
that
not
can
look
purify?
very deep, by the way. It looks like you could wade through it.
Some magical item that can purify an entire river?
Oh, yes.
Seems like a very powerful magical item.
The river is... I do not understand how it works, but has worked before.
Is this the only flower over there, or can you describe the specific one that we need?
Oh, you will recognize it. It is bright and light blue.
Spirits are very wise. We should listen to it.
Would
Do you all
If
see
you
a
don't
map?
mind Don't
yeah.
mind me asking, what sort of spirit are you? Are you some kind of fae?
Faye, what is that?
Fae.
Do you not
It's,
trust me?
No, it's not that. I'm just very curious about your being. I mean, there's many different ways to define a water spirit, but most of them involve some sort of creature or fae that is sort of a guardian or protector of the river, and I figured that is probably what you are.
People are so curious. I think that you are people I don't understand either. But we do help each other sometimes.
It's okay. Nobody understands him.
Would
Skritch
Finnur
is
know anything about this spirit?
Ah,
Perhaps.
here comes a recall knowledge check. Skritch is our champion. And
it's a woman.
and knows that naiads are kind of a thing in rivers.
Okay.
But this creature did not say, yes, I am a naiad.
Right. But I'm instantly on guard because of the sudden defensiveness when asked if they were a fae. So, what happens if we can't retrieve the flower?
Oh, then I will no longer be as splendid as I usually am. All I can do is splash around here in this spot.
Why this spot?
I don't know myself. Oh, the humans don't trust us. I'm
Do
going
we
to
see anything-
lie here suffering forever.
Us?
Oh yes, my friend. Don't you see it?
Oh.
Right, not.
I will try to look around to see if I can see anything else. So I guess that's perception.
Yes. And you see what looks like hiding behind the log among the stony actually the picture doesn't do justice. There's a lot of stones and logs on the on that little island in the middle. You see what looks like a little bird. And you see its neck kind of moving in time with the voice you hear.
Okay.
And it has
Well,
very
Brom-
fantastical plumage.
Could Brom make a nature check to see if he recognizes this particular bird?
Well, give me an open perception check to see if you yourself see this bird.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a big old bonus to
I won't. For fear of insulting them, I'm not going to point it out to anybody.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
but if I could make a check to see if I know what this is.
Okay. So the other character doesn't necessarily know, and right now. Oh, okay.
It's 19.
Gotcha. I'm trying to remember everyone's name. You are Ernest, right? Okay,
Yes,
Ernest. You recognize this to be a Loblobi, a notorious evil trickster fae, who likes to prank people, and also has a lot of ego. It thinks it's very beautiful.
Okay. I will.
And Brom, meanwhile, you see what seems to be you are looking around in the general area, and you see what seems like a bluish creature, almost merging with the water, that is kind of swimming around under the surface, and is not. It's definitely. It's not just a fish.
I'm actually going to switch to Sylvan and say, "Oh, surely such a beautiful creature such as yourself should show us their true form and not hide in the water as you are doing."
You hear a gasp coming from the splashing water and says, "You wish to see me?"
Of course, such lovely beauty can only be truly respected if it's seen. And I'm kind of
Brom,
like I'm kind of looking at everyone else kind of with my eyes like wide, like basically I'm trying to sneakily tell them that that there's more here.
Yeah, but as soon as Brom notices that there's something that does not look natural over there, Brom draws his bow.
And Brahgy also speaks Sylvan, so he's like
All right.
understanding everything he said.
Okay, you're speaking in Sylvan, and everyone else is just kind of, who doesn't understand, is seeing him speak some strange city language, maybe. But,
The opposite, actually.
well, yeah, for you who understand him. Let me think. So, give me a diplomacy check, Ernest.
Okay. I can do a diplomacy. I'm not excellent at diplomacy, but I am trained in it, so...
Ah!
Boom.
Nice.
Well, the splashing ceases and it proudly walks out and says, "Yes, I must not hide my beauty. I must show you who I truly am." And it is extending its wings, and you do see bright red, purple. Am I not pretty? It is speaking in Sylvan right now.
Yeah. And I'm gonna turn to everyone else and say in Hallett, I'm a trickster fae.
Brom,
It gasps and says, "You don't want to play with Calbo? Will you... I need this flower. Go and get that flower now." It's kind of sputtering.
Well, you're in water now. Can you go get it?
And why do you have... kind of, it sees Brom's bow, and its face contorts with rage. It is with a stern look, it is starting to preen its feathers, and says, if you're not willing to play games with Calbo, then you are of no use to me."
Oh, let's
And
not be rash.
which Brom then said, Brom looks at everyone and is like, "I'm up for playing some games. What do you guys think?"
I like games. We should play the games. Let's play the games with the birdie. Let's play the games with the birdie.
Let's roll initiative.
Really be trying to figure out sources of ash for the good of the following.
Oh. Wait.
Whoopsie.
I don't know who I'm for games.
Okay. And if you wanted to do something else, like another skill, go ahead. But Brom and Skritch have not rolled yet. Meanwhile, Brahgy can go first.
I did roll. I rolled a 9.
Did you roll initiative? Looks like you rolled a perception check. So what I'll do is I'll put you,
I forgot the difference on the
it's alright.
intelligence.
I put you in the right spot.
Okay.
I do have a question for
Mhm.
one of my, or for my feat. Is this creature using deception for rolling its initiative?
No, it's not.
No? Okay.
So Brahgy is going to just mumble a word and slap Finnur's weapon and short sword and cast magic weapon on it. I don't know where that rolled. But,
Okay.
And then he's going to cast shield.
All right. Excellent. Ernest?
Ernest is going to kind of put his hand out and say, "Oh, come now. There's no need for violence here. Just because you've been found out in your trickery doesn't necessarily mean that we are your enemy."
So you're trying to talk it down.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So diplomacy for that.
Sure. I'm gonna make it cost 2 actions too.
Okay.
Go that route. Oh, okay. It is.
Yeah.
It was looking at you the whole time, by the way, and it looks like it's about to attack you first.
Oh, great. Then I will think then that I am just going to make sure to pull my bow out.
All right. And flying out of the water was that other strange creature. It has wings and it flies forward. And it breathes out. It's giggling as it does so. And it looks like it has been waiting for this moment. It is going to breathe out a breath of acid. So, let's see here. How does this work? Make reflex saves. Ooh. Okay.
Buddy.
Everyone who's touched by that.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, those are all regular failures. Okay, Brahgy, Finnur, and Brom, apply full damage to yourself.
Okay.
Skritch, that's a critical failure.
Oh, and Nelek also needs to
Yeah.
roll.
Nelek has a regular failure too.
Okay, and how much damage was that?
11. It's higher
Okay.
up in the chat if you want to click a button, or you can do it manually.
All right.
So I take 22, so I'm down.
Oh dear. Do you want to use a hero point, Skritch?
Yeah, we'll hero point it.
Okay.
That is a nasty attack.
It is. Ah. Alright, you take only full damage now.
Okay.
Yeah? Finnur is next.
Well, that is not ideal. So he will exploit vulnerability on whatever that Alessia is. So I'm going to, with that.
Wow, that's a
roll-
description. Look at that.
That is a description. Wow. Roll esoteric lore. Where are we at? Roll.
You succeed.
So that would tell me an important fact. Its highest weakness, or one of its highest if it has multiple, but not other weaknesses, resistances, or immunities.
Only its highest weakness. It has no weaknesses.
Okay, then I would like to apply my personal antithesis towards it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step forward, and I will target that and make a strike.
That's a hit. All right. It had arrogantly not even tried to dodge it. Just had gone forward. All offense. 9, and we're gonna apply the personal weakness. So that's 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so it looks at you with fury. And that's your turn. Next is Skritch.
Yeah.
The creature that just breathed acid, is it on the ground or?
It's not on the ground right now. It's like 5 feet above.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the creature that Finnur just.
That what?
Swing at it with my warhammer.
Crack it on its head. And make it go, ow!
Okay. Are we applying violence? Yes. All right. With a solid blow, you do hit it upside the head. Click damage. Ooh, you have... Wait. 1d8 plus 3. Okay. I thought I saw... Oh, you clicked it twice. Okay. Ronald's rules of rolling means I go with the first roll. So that's going to be 5 damage. Kerbonk.
So, did you want... Okay. Then I will go ahead and make a second attack with my second action.
Uh-huh. I think it's fair for people's weapons to be out while you're in the wilderness, by the way. Okay. Click the button with a multiple attack penalty. That is... Okay. Your bonus is actually... It's weird. When I hover over you, your warhammer's not in hand. That should have been a +1 bonus. When you click your token, there are those things, those buttons at the top, and that's one way to do a weapon roll. So that's actually a total of 20, which also hits.
Okay.
Ah! Alright, you've nearly knocked it senseless. Okay, you have a third action.
The third action on their razor.
Okay. Okay, Brom.
Alright. So, I will start with, I will mark... Yeah. I'll mark the Alessia Bosa as my prey.
Mm-hmm.
And I will next, I'll fire at it with my bow.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Oh dear.
Here we go.
Right in the brain. That's a lot of damage. That's 23. You have one shot at it, and the bird is actually not paying attention. It's getting ready to preen.
Alright, where's the button for the compendium? so I can get the raise shield macro back on the toolbar, on the hotbar.
If you press Control Space, you should be able to just type raise, and then the macro should come up in the search bar. Control Space, and then you can drag that.
I'd like to see that.
Also, the compendium for the future is the book in the upper right corner.
Right, thank
Okay, Brom.
And
Mhm.
and I'm gonna do my last action, and I look over at Nelly, and then I look over at Calbo, and I say, "Bird, meet bird," and I'm going to command Nelek to move and then strike.
Aha. 30 feet. What's its speed, Nelek?
40.
All right, here you go.
Hunted.
I love breaking the action economy with animal companions.
All right. All right.
22.
All right. You show who's the bigger bird. You hit for damage.
Regular hit?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh. All right. All right. Its beak gets kind of pushed inward a bit. It looks pissed. And it proceeds with its preening and tidies itself, forcing everyone except Brahgy to have to do a will save because it is spectacular, including Nelek. Finnur is even though you succeeded, Finnur, you're distracted and cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn.
There goes part of my actual usefulness of my character.
Okay, those who succeeded, namely Finnur, Ernest, and Brom, you are distracted. No reactions until the start of your next turn. Skritch, you failed. Same thing, except you're also fascinated by Calbo, though I don't think that really harms you. It's the only foe. And you are kind of mesmerized by its wings. And Nelek, that would be a critical failure. And it's kind of turning its head to the side, staring at it.
Hey, got a nice. She got a nice upfront view as she was biting her neck.
Yeah. Okay, did everybody? I feel like someone did not. I don't think Skritch did a will save.
Yeah, you said that I got a...
Okay, wait. Nelek, Calbo, Ernest, Skritch, Brom. Okay, that's
well.
That's right, that's everybody. And the next thing it does is it's going to point its wing at Ernest and says, "How dare you disrespect me!" and cast a spell in your direction.
Oh.
There is a burst of water coming from the river against you. You take 6d6 of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked back 10 feet. All right. You are now dying too.
Yeah.
That should teach you to cross, Calbo. Now leave my river, all of you. Brahgy.
Oh, I can't help you. I got nothing to help you. Okay. I had nothing for you, buddy.
Brahgy is off the map.
I'm just gonna take a step forward into range and cast telekinetic projectile. Actually, when I move, I'm gonna move next to Ernest and then do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you are. Yeah, you are 30
Just
feet
some,
away.
like, loose rocks from the shore or something. Which is fine.
Sure, plenty of. Yeah, there's some rocks on that island. All right. I always look forward to that animation. All right, you bonk it. Oh, that is maximum damage, and it is kind of wobbling a bit. It's like walking around proudly. It is, how dare you defy me? Finnur.
Alrighty, so with my first action, I am also going to exploit vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put the whole explanation thing in the
Just go ahead. Critical success. You learn that it has. Oh, this creature doesn't have resistances either, or weaknesses. Oh, you never learned anything about it before. No resistances, no weaknesses. Yeah.
So then I will do my personal antithesis towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move here?
Tax yourself 5 feet because of the river.
Well, that's not gonna work.
What if you tried moving here?
Would that, and if that taxed me 5 feet, I would still be able to do that.
Yeah.
And make a strike.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to target, and we're going to strike.
Ah. It's walking back and forth in a line, keeping its eye intent on you and the others in the party. It looks very proud and not willing to. It's kind of like daring you to hit it. Skritch.
Right.
It's hard to hear you. Is your mic in a different direction?
I'm talking to my sister.
Oh, okay.
Trying to figure out where my character is on the map. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to take a swipe at the Fey creature in front of me.
I think it'll take you 2 actions to reach it.
The one that I hit before? Oh, okay. Well, then I
The
will...
one that you hit before has been taken out.
Yeah, that's what my sister told me. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything against the thing. So I'm going to move to Ernest and lay on hands.
Yes.
So he'll get 6 hit points and +2 to his AC,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll raise
apply
my shield.
the healing.
Okay. Which apparently, whenever I try to do the raise shield macro, it's saying I don't have an object. I don't know what that means.
That's weird. Do you have your token selected when you click raise shield?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, I applied it. Okay, that's your
Okay.
turn.
Yep.
Brom.
All right. First, Brom is going to mark Calbo as the prey.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll do a command an animal for Nelek. Wait, Nelek can't. So what's since Nelek critically failed that fascination thing earlier? What is Nelek able to do any actions right now?
It is just kind of. It looks like it's in love. I mean, it's not actually in love, but it's kind of like just very distracted.
Distracted enough that I couldn't command her.
I will do a secret roll that has a free action to give yourself an answer. You don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give it a try.
All right.
Finish it off, Nelek.
Alas, it is Huh. You know what? Fascination. Oh, you know what? This reminds me to put in my next video that the fascination condition doesn't really do anything. I think your bird can attack it.
It gives you like a minus to your perception checks.
Yeah, but you can still attack something. It's kind of Alright. I have like pop post-its on my desk.
Alright, then we'll do the beak attack.
Here comes the beak. Oh. Uh-oh. It's like you're cockfighting.
Only a little bit of a size disparity there.
Okay, alright, boom. It just kind of spins around in a whirl of color and lies dead on the island. You are now victorious. If a little worse for wear.
Right there, Ernest.
Yes, I believe so. That was quite a hit.
That looked pretty painful.
Brom looks over and says, "You flew almost as far as Picano did yesterday."
I apparently really made him mad. I was just trying to, well, I guess I did expose his trickery, and as he is a tricksy fae, probably took great insult to that.
I'll give Ernest a hero point though for just causing it to happen. Like
I
mean,
will
It
gladly
was a
take it.
pretty impressive fight.
Brom looks over at Nelek and says, "All right, girl, you get the kill, you get first bite."
Do you guys remember if I ever gave you guys 30 XP for getting the water?
I don't
What?
You
We
did
were
not.
at 140 when we started today,
Yeah.
and I'm currently at 140.
No one remembers 30 for the water?
No, we had 140 starting, and I'm looking at 140 right now.
Well, we didn't really complete the water part until today.
Yeah.
We collected the water. We were deciding whether or not to go back to village with it, to the following with it or not.
Okay. Okay. Got it. I think I did it between sessions.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, you, there is no longer any splashing entity in the water.
If we look, like, upstream, do we see, like, ash floating down or smoke or anything?
You don't see smoke, and you still have the same problem of, like, the hills are preventing you from seeing that far.
What about in the water? Do we see ash coming downstream from further upstream?
Yes.
Okay.
Brom wants to go over to the other side and see about this flower. There might, like, even if it was a trick, there still might be something to this flower.
Okay. You see it's in the middle of a very,
Does anyone have medicine that they can apply to Ernest? I don't think he's doing too well, even with
Oh,
my.
I've
my
got
healing
it. You,
touch.
you go ahead. I'll take care of myself. Don't worry.
Mhm. Brom, you see it's like in the middle, kind of floating in this muck. Like you would have to kind of be waist deep in mud in order to get it.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Brom will hop in to try to grab the flower.
Okay. It is actually not light blue. It's gold. It's a golden color, and it seems to have been untouched by the mud surrounding it.
Does the flower look like anything that Brom's seen before?
It does not.
So detect magic picking up anything?
It is magical.
I want to.
And also,
I want to see.
your detect magic also, you actually sense that there was something magical also in the log.
I'll go over there and check it out while Brom's playing around.
Okay. Skritch, you see a grim sight. There is a crumpled corpse of a Kelid woman wearing hide armor. Her face has distinctive burn scars, like a jagged, almost like a claw had clawed her face. And yeah.
Uh-oh.
And this is where you detect some magic. Oh.
I think we just lost under health.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Brahgy's gonna get pretty mad about this.
Why is Brahgy mad?
It's can I do like a recall knowledge, to see if I can kind of tell what tribe they're from?
Ah. All you can tell is that she's very physically, she's a warrior of some kind. You try to remind me how your character has been with the tribe for several years.
All his life.
Okay. You know, there's a number of other tribes, and you've heard of some of them and what they're like and their characteristic dress, and this doesn't ring a bell. And Underhill, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. The magic you detected is from this corpse.
Oh no, guys! It looks like that little Fae got someone before us. I'm gonna search for whatever's magical. Trying to be kind of respectful about it.
There is a ring of dried leaves woven together that is affixed to the hide armor.
Can I roll identification?
Sure. Who was saying that? Brahgy?
Brahgy, yeah.
Alright. Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm praying to Siren Ray. Refocusing.
Oh, identify magic's a secret check.
Oh, okay.
And what was someone saying?
Yeah, I'm refocusing. I'm praying to Siren Ray while they're doing all that.
Oh, okay.
I was treating wounds, and that worked really well. I got 3 HP back.
Oh, okay.
All right.
How do I stand my token back up?
You can
control and mouse wheel.
control mouse
Oh.
wheel, yeah.
Okay, that works.
How hard is the flower for Brom to pick out?
Brahgy's not able to is not able to identify the magical properties of this. And Brom, you were asking about the flower?
Yeah.
And what did you just say?
Is Brom able to harvest it pretty easily?
Yes, although he is covered in mud. He'll have to kind of wade in the river for a few minutes now.
Fair enough.
You kind of see what this trickster wanted you to do.
Hey, Ernest, do any of your fancy words know anything about this?
Well, I'd assume that the 10 minutes has passed because someone tried to identify it, and while I was treating my wounds, so I think that means I can now take a minute to try to identify it.
Okay. I see. Let me look up something.
And can Brom take this minute to patch up Nelek?
Huh, I do not have a party pool actor in this group. I usually do that. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, I had meant to ask this group. We decided, between sessions we'll talk about it, but I was reading some, an Ask Me Anything thread on Reddit where someone said they recommend the automatic bonus progression. I'm going to look into it more, because it is also possible. I know we talked about not having it, and just using the base magical treasure rules, but the way the AP is written, I think it was just an oversight, honestly. They didn't put treasure. Useful treasure that you would expect. So I will look into a solution and get back to you.
I wouldn't be opposed to using automatic bonus progression.
Okay. That's one vote.
I personally usually prefer not doing automatic bonus progression, but because we don't have access to be able to sell and purchase things as much in this campaign, I'd assume, because we're going to be traveling just around, it might be better for us to have it.
Yeah, I'm in favor of it. It makes the GM's life easiest, to be honest.
I'll look at it more, and I see your opinion. And also, I believe the crafting activity, first you need magical crafting to transfer runes, weapon and armor runes, but you also need, like, it says you need, like, a shop, or some, like a flat surface, things like that. Which...
Crafting takes so long, though.
What's that?
Crafting takes a long time.
I think that's less... Yeah, and it's true with every AP. Well, most APs. But this one actually has a little more downtime than others, I believe. But it's more you're traveling, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and do lay on hands for Ernest again.
Okay. So the party pool, it's in the actors tab, and I'm gonna put on the map also. People can just click it open. You do identify this as Hunter's Bane. This ring of leaves, if something invisible basically hits you with an attack and you're trained in survival, you can know its exact location. And this is true even with a ranged attack, I believe. So it lets you, it becomes hidden as opposed to undetected, I believe. And you can then point it out to other people, to the whole party.
Yeah, absolutely. And an interesting little talisman allows you to sense the exact location of someone who attacks you when they attack you while you cannot see them. One time only, though, but nonetheless useful.
I guess it's useful talking out of characters if they're somehow supernaturally invisible, because usually when you make an attack, you reveal yourself.
Can Brom use this time while Ernest is identifying the Hunter's Bane to use his healer's tools to patch up Nelek?
Sure. These kinds of things, as long as I know how much time is passing as a whole, you guys should go ahead and talk among yourselves.
Alright, so after the lay on hands again, how many hit points do you have, Ernest?
I'll be right back.
15 out of my... Well, I'm almost at full. I'm just down 1 HP, so no worries.
Okay.
Hey, Ernest, you got any of those, bandages for me?
Sure, absolutely. Come on over here.
Okay. You know, your Sylvan's a lot better than your Hallett.
Oh, I think I've been practicing Sylvan a bit more. And I say I think, but I know I've practiced Sylvan a bit more. It was an elective back in my time at university, and that's the one I chose to take.
What?
So let me just work on your wounds.
Yay! Oh, you know, I gotta tell you about my my new house rule that I'm developing. I'm gonna make I have like 10 videos I want to make, but for aid, aid as written is a flat DC of 20, which makes it less. It makes it weak at low levels, and that I find that problematic for a number of reasons. But my house rule is to make the DC actually the DC of the main check. And in addition, the bonuses are better. If you succeed, it's a +2. If you critically succeed, it's a +4. And if you have a failure, and it's not a critical failure, you still give a +1 to reflect you're helping in some way.
Okay.
Alright. Brom had tried patching up Nelek, but he's not as good as Ernest, and that was a failure.
Oh.
And seeing how everybody else was using...
I will, Skritch will walk over to Nelek and we'll lay on hands.
Okay.
And then I will pray to Siren Ray again.
Okay.
Finnur, are you doing okay over there? You look a little burnt up in that acid.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to treat my own wounds.
Oh, wow.
And I do.
Nice.
So, 9 added 9.
Okay. So, y'all know that when one attempt's made, you're immune for an hour, right?
Yes.
What was that? We know what?
That
Go ahead.
you, when you treat wounds, whether or not you're, successful, you're immune to the treat wounds,
Oh yeah.
For an hour.
for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, I cannot treat your bird for a bit.
Oh. Yeah, but you can, might be able to treat Brom at least.
How is Nelek looking now?
I'm not seeing any,
We could try to expedite things since we have someone with lay on hands in the group.
Yeah.
And you guys are pretty beat up.
And I can keep treating wounds as well. I might have the highest bonus. It's still not extremely high, but
Am I right? First of all, is the intention of the group to be at full health? or like 90% health at least before moving.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
So let's begin from that, and I will determine something on my end. Okay. Given that, and that lay on hands will heal 6 hit points every 10 minutes. I think you can go ahead. An hour will pass with lay. I'll tell you that much, and you guys extrapolate from there. What healing has happened, and then we'll move into the second hour if necessary. We'll do 1 hour at a time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. So basically, it's Skritch, Nelek, and Brom. If they all get 1.
All right. Brom can try. We'll work on Nelek first because she's got that immunity. Okay.
I laid hands on them.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can also do a quick, well, since each one of those takes 10 minutes, I can also do a treat wound on Brom at least, because Brom hasn't had wounds treated yet.
Right.
And you can treat wounds on Skritch also.
Yep. But we'll see if.
All right.
Dang, I just keep barely making this. It's like,
All right. So I think that puts me back up to full.
all right, let's see if I keep getting lucky. Nope.
Oh, no.
Why you gotta say that?
I need at least a 9 to succeed. So it's more often than not, but it's more than 50% of the time. Works every time.
More than 50% of the time works every time.
Alright, so I'm going to do a lay on hands on myself.
And has
So we're into the second hour? Is that what's happening?
Hang on, I'm trying to double check how many hit points I have.
A lay on hands would put you at full, but you've already had 1.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Is there
one more lay on the hands and Nelek will be back to full.
is there a macro for refocusing? So that the character sheet knows I have a focus point again?
I don't want to deal with that every single time we are outside combat, like for every single casting. I prefer. Let's see.
That's fine.
One would think that there's a refocus utility, but unfortunately, no.
So how do I tell the sheet that I have a focus point?
While your token selected, hover over spells, and you see divine focus. When you hover over spells, there are minus and plus that lets you adjust the number of focus points. But I wouldn't worry about it too much until we're done and out of combat, because what happens is every time you cast Lay on Hands, it might subtract that point, and then you have to do it over again.
Well, the problem is that if I'm trying to cast Lay on Hands, it's telling me I don't have any focus points.
You don't have to though. You just
Right, you just
add the
apply
HP. Right, you don't have to cast it every time.
Yeah. But when I get into combat, I'm going to need to have a focus point, otherwise it's going to play it.
Right. When we get... See, if combat were to break out and it hasn't, then we would, I'd be completely happy to be like, oh, yeah, I assume you have refocused, so...
Okay. Well, it's not giving us a plus sign when we hover over spells. We have my token.
Oh, that's weird, because I see it.
Are we supposed to be on the character sheet or on the map?
On the map.
On the...
But it also can be done in your character sheet. Okay,
so
Nelek will be. Are you guys gonna spend another half hour, let's say, to lay on hands these two or treat wounds, Nelek?
I think that Nelek only needs one more, so she would need only for 10 minutes. So you know what? I think that Nelek is fine. But while Skritch is still doing the lay on hands, Brom will hand the flower over to Ernest and say, "This is magical. What can you make of this, Professor?"
Well, let's take a look. I'm not a botanist, but I know some stuff.
Control Space has now given up on me, unfortunately. Here we go. It is a mud lily. It is going to improve your clothes, hair, and skin if they ever become dirty. Over the course of an hour. Grime and mud subtly... Oh wait, no, this is so funny. Look at this. Are you looking at it?
Yes.
You can pin it to your clothing or hair. If it is a clean mud lily, you gradually become dirty over the course of an hour. After an hour, you appear as though you've been living in squalor for years. If you soil the mud lily with some dirt or mud, you instead become clean over an hour.
Oh, so this is like a long-form prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, we can
Kind of
take
a-
you through that.
Kind of
Well,
odd.
if
But
Y'all need to wrestle
right.
over it now.
Is it clean or dirty right now?
I'd assume it's
It's
Well,
just,
it was
been
just in
a
the mud.
puddle, so
Yeah, Brom
Huh?
is kind of soiled still, and, you know, the water can only... It's still kind of in the clothes, the mud.
well, then we can actually go ahead and test this out on you if you'd like, Brom. Just stick it
Sure.
on you and see if it cleans you up over
Sure
the
thing.
course of the next
So
hour.
Brom takes it and pins it to the closest thing his hide armor has to a lapel.
All right. Are you keeping it
Yes,
clean or dirtying it?
Well,
Keeping it dirty. I
yeah.
think.
And I thought the mud lily would have been dirty because it was in a pool of mud when Brom found this.
No, it was floating on top of it, pristine.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, Brom will wipe some of the mud off his trousers and smear it onto the
Okay.
lily and then pin it on.
All right, excellent. Okay, it is about 12:20 now. You're about an hour and a half away from camp.
All right, we should move on.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we still need to find the source of the ash.
Okay.
I don't know if it's if it's true that it was as far away as well. I guess the source of that information wasn't the most trustworthy, were they?
I'll tell you, if it
Yeah.
were lying, I would have done a secret lie check and might not have told you.
Maybe we should, but keep in mind that if we don't find it, we need to keep in mind that we need to be back before sundown.
How much
Right,
longer do we
we've
have
got,
until then?
I
we've
think
got
you
5
can.
hours of daylight left, so we can go another 2.5 hours before we need to turn round.
Well,
Might bring us home.
you got to double count the 2.5 though.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
Well, but also
We're
how long
already
did
2.5 hours.
here?
So got about another hour then of travel.
So
We need
let's
to turn around.
yeah.
do that and see what we can find an hour away and determine from there.
Okay. Did you guys want to do any other activities, like, besides, what are they? You have, scouting, defending, investigating.
Well,
Brom will be scouting, as will Nelek.
Mm-hmm.
Finnur is investigating.
Okay.
Good idea.
I will also be investigating as we move along, and also searching for traps because trap finder, yay!
Okay. Since I realized that was actually your default activity, I will tell you this, that up until this point, you had seen some, here and there, indications that someone had walked alongside this river. Broken branches, distinct footprints here and there in the grass that's poking through the snow. So I'll mention that. Okay, so you're gonna continue upstream. All right.
Yes.
You're not seeing any tracks as you proceed upstream. And the amount of ash you're seeing in the river seems to kind of lessen a bit as you go up. You've now gone an hour and a half more. So what does this take us to? It's about 2 o'clock.
Well, this suggests that there isn't more ash being produced. It's just all flowing down river. So it's possible that whatever fire is gone now, whether that was a man-made fire or some sort of natural brush fire.
Well, one would think that if there was a fire, we would see more of smoke and fire, as opposed to just the ashes. So
you have not seen more signs. You have not seen a plume of smoke. Whereas before, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was losing his train of thought.
Was that in character for him, or was that just me?
Oh, that was in character for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree. I think that it at this point, whatever was causing the fire is gone now, or the fire itself is gone now. I think that it's safe to say that just give it a couple days probably, and all the ash will have made its way to a larger river or the ocean.
So
I'd say that we've gone about as far as we can today.
Yes.
All right. Are people all right with turning back then?
We have a report.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. You come back, and it is uneventful. The ash continues to thin as you are returning, and you return to the tribe as you were able to make it half an hour before sunset, and people are continuing to they're using small chunks of the moose that you hunted. The big feasts are yet to come. Okay. Where is she?
All right.
Where's Nipa?
Well,
Here she is. Alright. Weepa, being very pregnant, she kind of signals to you to walk over to her.
Okay.
And you see that there are some sticks of wood and metal plates in front of her. Things that look like that she was in the middle of building something. And she says that everyone make a perception check right now. You can make a perception check.
I'm
23.
back again. I don't know how much I missed. Sounds like we're back at following.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, you are. And the group saw that the ash was thinning as the group went upstream another hour or two. They were thinking that whatever caused it is no longer causing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're reporting back. Well, let's see. I'm just looking. Ernest is a little. You can tell that Weepa has been she kind of recently wiped some tears from her face, and that she's kind of speaking in a way that's kind of like she's trying to do everything she can to focus on the task at hand. And what she wants to do is teach you how to create some snares. She tells you that these are this snare here is one that can inject some poison spines into an animal that steps into it. And she tells you which which plants provide this poison. But she's hoping that you can learn how to make some of these yourselves. Another one of the snares is one that places a number of spikes, metal spikes, in an animal's feet. It's like a hidden canister of caltrops that would be deployed. And the third one is a battering snare that would basically clamp shut and badly injure the creature that stepped into it. But she had gotten your house's permission to occupy you for a couple of hours to try to finish what she had started here. So each of you can do a DC 15 crafting check. Each of you has one of these three that you can try to assemble. So everyone make 3 crafting checks, and here are we're going to apply your rolls to these in order. First is the alphabetical order: the battering snare, the caltrop snare, and the poison barbs snare. Now, you don't... Oh dear. You don't require the snare crafting feat right now because she is telling you what to do. Wow, look at you. What I'm going to do is put a number of these snares in the inventory once you tell me what you successfully make.
Well, for all intents and purposes, did we all just get the formulas for those 3 snares?
Even if you did, you don't have the snare crafting feat.
No, I understand, but if we did pick up the snare crafting feat later, we know how to make these snares now because of her instructions.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Just to make sure I'm not misremembering, her husband died recently?
Yes. Yes, it was a big blow to the tribe. He was one of the best hunters. Wow, has anyone failed?
I've only rolled once.
Oh,
I'm bound.
There's the failure. Ernest, the new kid in town.
Wait.
There we go.
All right.
What was that?
All right. Basically, while trying to affix one thing to another with a spring, it just kind of boom, like breaks, and he like catches it in midair, and as if nothing had happened. It makes it look completely planned.
So I failed my second roll.
Oh no! A critical failure means you ruin the materials for that snare and cannot build that one. So you don't even have the raw materials anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
And for my third roll, just straight knowledge. Yeah, I failed that one too.
Oh no! How many nat 20s? There's so many nat 20s. Okay, but critical success doesn't help you here, unfortunately.
Paladin actually failed the poison trap, but succeeded on the other two.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn up your volume. Something your mic's a little. Maybe it's on my end here.
Well, I had to move over to my headphones because for some
okay.
reason it keeps kicking me off.
Okay,
I
had my volume turned down for you, so I think it's fine.
Okay, I only heard the first one.
Okay. She now asks each of you to intentionally lay out one of your successful snares and intentionally step into it and pretend that you are to both play the role of the hunter and the prey. Who of you wants to intentionally do that?
I know how to make
this
a
is
battering.
part of her lesson.
I'll attempt it.
Well, I'll do the battering one on myself.
Okay.
Step on it.
Are there any of them that don't cause you harm?
Who is asking that?
Ernest.
They all cause harm.
Oh, great.
Wouldn't be much of a snare if it didn't.
Well, I mean, it could just entrap.
This is like in the police academy, you guys, when you get pepper sprayed in the face.
Right. Yeah. Brom will use his spike trap.
All right. Who wants to? I'm gonna do one snare at a time. I have the battering snare on my screen. Who wants to do that?
All right.
All right, Brahgy. Go ahead and make a reflex save. A metal plate springs in place. Uh-oh. Okay, you take double this damage. That's 16. Does that knock you out?
It does.
Oh.
I go ahead and lay on hands on Brahgy, and then I will.
All right, Weepa, you're faster than Weepa as she's trying to struggle to get up with her pregnant self.
Well, as a teacher, maybe she should have already been standing, knowing what was going to be happening. I think that is. All
right, you could complain to her boss, her superior, if you want to.
No.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll reflex save for my battering snare.
All right.
Roll reflex.
Okay. Oh. Okay. 4 possible damage. Oh. Oh wow. You She tells you that it will improve your future snares to dodge a trap. You can appreciate its limitations, and for those who fail, you gain an appreciation for its effects. Who else? Who else wants to?
Finner's
Did I pass or fail?
You critically succeeded.
Oh, critically.
You rolled a 20.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took 0 damage.
Nice.
Okay. And which snare is Finnur triggering?
The battering one. That's the only one he knows how to make.
Oh, okay. Okay, you take half of this damage.
Roll that.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Poison.
All right.
Whatever.
And she tells you, as you can see, these are not. These are able to capture small game.
Fail. No, we're fine.
Okay, who else wants to trigger a snare?
Ernest will trigger the caltrop one, I guess.
Okay.
So we're not in combat. As long as we're not in combat, I can just definitely lay on the and later I'll have to come back to them.
All right, make an acrobatics check. As caltrops spill among immediately scatter among your feet.
I have made a mistake.
Uh-oh. Okay, there is no critical failure effect. You take 4 piercing damage and 1 persistent bleed damage. And so long as you are bleeding, you have a -5 foot penalty to your speed, but you can pluck it out with an action.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
to
then I'll-
no. It reduces the DC to stop the bleeding. We don't need to
Taking
do
an
those
action.
rolls, but it's
Oh, okay.
persistent damage. Normally, persistent damage is DC 15.
Yeah.
And this I would say reduce it to a 10.
Oh, okay.
It's like stepping on the Lego.
Okay, I think one more person or a D4.
Yeah. I will try. You know what? I'll try the poison trap.
Ah,
Oh wow. Someone's
Brom's
gutsy.
ready for this. Brom's fearless. Okay, several barbed spines shoot out as you had made it, according to your instructions. Make a reflex save. Okay, several barbs lodge into your feet, and you'd have to spend 3 actions to take it out. However, in the meantime, it slows you down. If you ever move faster than half your speed, you would take 1 to 4 poison damage. So that's how that works. And Weepa, she tells you how never to underestimate large prey. This would have been not useful against the moose. This is for when we are having to resort to much smaller game. And she tells you more stories about how these have been deployed in the past.
Why wouldn't it be good against the moose?
The moose, these only do small amounts of damage.
But it slows them down. It would have stopped us from being able to target.
It's too big to be effective in series.
No, she says that is. She gives you a smile and says, "You are correct." This was Ronald trying to, impart wisdom, not realizing that I'm being suboptimal with my tactics.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, she says, that is the one. That is one. It is a very useful. It is very useful against creatures that you want to maintain distance from. You are shaping up to be a clever hunter yourself.
I mean, I'm the one that got nearly knocked out by the giant moose.
Yes. You must be humble. She kind of gives a sidelong glance to Picano across the way. In order to learn. So the night fires are now being started. And people are kind of gathering with their houses to... basically when the sun sets, a lot of activity just ceases and just kind of... People just... spend time with each other. Talk. It's not a time for labor at all.
Okay, I'm gonna gather the kids around and pull out my little drum. I'm gonna tell 3 stories, alright? The first is I'm gonna tell a story about the new guy, Ernest. I'm gonna tell him how he outsmarted and tricked a tricksy fae and then got water cannoned like 20 feet backwards. I'm gonna tell just kind of like a well-known story about Weepa's husband, and then when I
Tell what story? Tell what story?
Just a story about Weepa's husband.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a well-known one that the tribe's heard before. And then if I see Picano around, even if I don't, I'm gonna tell the story about Brom and Picano wrestling and Brom claiming the spear.
Ah. While Picano's listening?
I mean, if possible.
All right. He is walking past. Picado is walks over and says, "I let him win."
Brom arches an eyebrow at that, and he says, "Well, we got the whole Falcon House here. Would you like a rematch then, Picado?"
No. I think it's it would be cruel of me to continue to take your victory away from you. You can keep the spear, because I don't need the spear to prove anything. He says.
Sure you don't, Picado.
Nah.
Sure you don't.
Yeah, Lipa's husband, meanwhile, his name... Oh, I thought I had the info. Sorry. Well? I think it's in one of these other pages. Yes, he was a master hunter. And, she, and that's, in fact, why, she's, normally when someone is this late in their pregnancy, they're supposed to rest. But against other people's protests, she's insisted on helping train this group. Her husband was Weo Hatan, a half-elf. Was killed by an aurochs. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do? Oh, the kids are reenacting every story you're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
For Ernest's story, when you're talking about the parts that he was doing, he's kind of like the good things that he was doing. He just kind of, tries to be humble and stuff, and then when you do the talk about him being blasted, he just goes, yeah.
All right. There's a quiet boy that walks over to you and says, "I get knocked out sometimes."
Knocked out or knocked down?
Sometimes I fall down. Sometimes people wrestle me and I lose.
Oh, that happens. I mean, we can't always win everything that we come across. The important thing is that we get up and keep going, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like
when
you?
get knocked, you get up again.
Is it okay? It's okay. It's okay, right?
Exactly.
Oh, of course, it's all right. The important thing again is that we get up and we keep going.
All right. He's a sensitive boy who's is physically smaller than the others, and he kind of peppers you with questions.
And I try to be patient as much as I can. I mean, I'm not used to kids as much because I'm a university professor, so I work with young adults. But I try my best to answer his questions and engage.
All right, he says, well, I want to help people like you. You know how to help people, but you're not strong.
Well,
he says.
Not physically, no, but everyone has their own skills and their own things that they can offer.
Because I'm not strong.
And that's fine if you're not strong. But you can be strong in other ways.
Okay.
Strong of the mind, strong of the heart.
All right. Okay. He just sits close to you, staring into the fire.
Brahgy hears this and he looks at Brom and he just shakes his head.
Brom just says, let him have his moment. He took it. He got his clock clean today. Let him have his moment.
Is Ernest kind of like, you know, polishing his glasses and kind of like feeling good about this? That there's someone looks up to him?
He feels a little uncomfortable.
Oh,
with it,
okay.
actually. But he's kind of like, I don't know about this. But is trying to not show that as much as possible.
Not used to being looked up to.
Yeah.
Well, people are turning in for the night now. What did you want to do in the morning? Weepa asks you. You had a couple of things left to do, I believe?
Yes. I myself am partial to going out to the actual site. It sounds very interesting with the standing stones and everything. I definitely would like to go and take some sketches, take a look at the different things.
All right.
I was
as would I. My blood's up after that encounter that we had today, and I think that we need to clear the place out just in case there are any squatters.
I was thinking that we could go after the tapirs.
We have dissenting voices. Well, there's 2 more people who have not spoken.
I would like to sleep, but I don't think Agricola would let me do that, so I think I'd like to check out the site. I don't know.
I lost it again. I don't get it.
We hear you. Do you hear us? Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't matter. He got outvoted, so...
Yeah.
But, hey, Ken.
Well,
hello?
Unless Finnur counts as more than one vote.
Or you have a wrestling match. Okay. Logging out and logging in works surprisingly often. So let's see what happens. Hey, Underhill. Hello?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm back.
Yeah, logging out and logging in works sometimes. Yeah.
Well, I actually disconnected from my Wi-Fi and I'm on my mobile connection now, and it seems it
Oh.
must have been something on my Wi-Fi doing it.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many things that could possibly go wrong. Hey, but there's a 3rd vote for going to the site, so I'm afraid. But there will be a 3rd day.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Beck looks sad. She says, "Oh, I want to teach you about the tapers." And Weepa gives her a stern look and says, "You'll just have to wait another day, child."
Oh, were you going to go with us?
I was going to teach you about animals.
Well,
Weepa tells her to be quiet. And Emek just kind of looks sullen.
There will be an opportunity, and I personally love learning, so I will be all ears when you're ready to teach us.
Weepa kind of walks in the middle between you and Emek, and kind of says, it kind of gives an exasperated sigh, like when you say you would love to hear from Emek what she has to say, everything she has to say. She's kind of suggesting to you, like, you might want to take back those words.
My sister wants to know
tell.
the picture that's currently is the tapir.
Your sister... Oh, so your sister's voting too?
No, she's asking if the picture that you got on the screen is the tapir.
Oh, no. It's a porcupine.
Okay, well, we were talking about tapirs, and you put up a picture of porcupine, so we didn't know why they were put on there.
No, these animals love her. They're constantly by her side.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. It's the person on the person there who they were showing the picture of.
Yeah.
And there's happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the sun. You go to bed. It's a quiet night under the stars. It's a clear night. And you all can do... I don't know if you had any daily resources, if you were spellcasters or whatever. do the utility long rest thing.
Yeah, only regain 1 hit point from that. So, can I just, can we just assume another?
I can do you a couple of times.
Yeah, because I was like, because for me, I was only, I was injured by my trap, so.
Oh no, you all.
Yeah,
can,
I would have. Yeah, I would have done that during the fireside chat. I would have done lay on hands on anyone that needed it.
Yeah, lay on. Yeah, that's the
Alright,
beautiful
so
thing
okay.
about lay on hands. You can just hand wave it.
All right. So would that mean that everyone's back to full
Yes.
for the next morning?
Yes. All right.
Including Nelek.
Um,
Thank you.
Nocta, the healer, who any spellcaster, she had invited the spellcaster to join her for her morning meditations. You know.
Yeah, Brahgy will do that.
Yeah, and also I think Echo Zero. You're in
Yeah.
her house, so
Yeah,
you're definitely with
Finnur.
her in the morning.
Yeah, Finnur meditates as well. He's
So-
eventually going to try to learn how to cast spells.
Brom's off taking Nelek on her morning ride or morning constitutional.
All right, he's getting his steps in.
Yes.
Yeah, Nelek is a very. It's like having a large dog. It like keeps you fit. Yeah.
All right, so Skritch is going to be in the meditating group also.
Okay, cool. All right, we've got our morning routines. Okay, some of you have been to Rockloom before, so this is not nearly as exciting as it will be for Ernest. Ernest, if you're the magical version of cameras, I'm surprised that hasn't come out yet from Paizo. Would have one now.
Yeah, you would
Well,
think that
no,
would have
you-
been in Guns and Gears.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, even Agents of Edgewatch had a little something that's like a MP3 recorder.
I mean, even the Flintstones had cameras. Come on. Echo in the box.
Good point. Let's see.
For some reason, I could have sworn that I had seen something that was like a Pathfinder camera as an item, but in like one of the official books too. But I can't remember what it was called. And I think it only like worked once, and then you had to like recharge it and all this stuff. Like, it took,
Pathfinder
like, an
First
hour
Edition
to
had
prepare.
everything. Everything you could think of.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see it looming in the distance. It is a impressive sight indeed, out here in the middle of nowhere. It's about 200 feet from end to end. 13 standing stones, with the largest one in the middle, and the ones to the sides becoming increasingly small. And the upper half, or upper part of every stone, is carved to look like a different animal, sacred to the broken tusks. Cave bear, big cat, woolly mammoth, giant raven. The monoliths are chipped and worn, having stood here at the edge of the Gornak plain for countless generations. Yet all stand magnificent and timeless, with one exception. The last stone to the west, the Raven Stone, is broken off at the midpoint, its upper half missing. We are going to go there. Do y'all see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so this one is the Raven Stone. And let me pick a different...
Circle sounds like me. You going to one of the stones and this.
Sorry, who was speaking? Was that Underhill?
I was thinking to my sister, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was telling her, because I'm wearing the headphones now, she can't hear what you're saying, so I'm telling her what you're saying.
Oh, I see. Okay. So... yeah. I've told you everything.
Okay.
Wow.
It is another cold day. but you know, it's a welcome. It's one of the first signs of spring you're feeling. It's one of the warmer days.
So I'm assuming people that've been in the tribe for a long time have been here before.
Yes,
And
you
the
were here
broken
last
stone's
year.
like a recent thing.
The what? Yes,
The
it
broken
wasn't
stone's
broken
recent.
before.
Oh, this is no good.
I
what
would
is
like
it?
to. I would like to look around below where that stone is to see if there's any tracks or anything.
Should I have you all approach it? Can I drag you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I like those shadows effects.
Oh yeah.
There's a hill in the distance, by the way. But covered in trees. Well, here there's some. You quickly spot some footprints embedded deep in the soft earth near this stone, leading north.
I'd like to track those footprints, see what made them.
All right. Do you know if track is a open check? Let me check. It is. Give me a survive. You want to make a survival check?
All right.
Okay. Well, they're easy enough to track, but what you fail to do is you don't narrow down what kind of tracks they are. You see that they lead to a large, off to the left, they lead to a large boulder, but the footprints then stop there. It's about 40 feet to the west, which is strange. And it kind of... You know what? Actually, I take that back. It's like right here. The footprints stop. And... But you also see that in the distance, the tracks seem to continue next to this large boulder. Let me kind of draw that. We stop here, and then we go there, like that, into that direction. And there's some birds. There's a kind of a cluster of black birds that are kind of looking at the party. Ravens.
So do the tracks that start here, do they appear to be the same, at least size, even if we're not able to determine what exactly they were?
You don't rule it out. You're not kind of close enough, but it seems like they're the same.
And
Okay.
to clarify, the top half of the stone is missing. It's not just like shattered.
It's missing. But it does look like it was a clean cut, as if it were like either a very sharp cutting instrument or magic.
I want that stone back.
I think we all do, Brahgy. We need to find out where it went.
So I find it odd that the tracks seem to jump.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that is odd. I'm sorry. I forgot to give everyone... What were the traps that you guys have that you did not trigger? Tell that... You can... I'm going to put them in the party pool.
I triggered my trap, so
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Right.
I have a caltrops trap.
Okay.
Skritch does.
Anyone else have any untriggered traps?
Yes,
Yeah, I've got... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have the caltrop trap and the battering trap.
Uh-huh.
I have the battering and the spike.
Uh-huh.
I have everything but the battering.
Wait, the spike snare? It's called spike snare?
Yeah, like spike, poison, and
Oh, poison barb snare. Well, wait, nobody would have had every one because everybody triggered one, I think.
I have every one of them except for the batter.
Oh, okay. All right, they are in the party pool. I don't know how you can divide them. I think it lets you. Also, if any of you are interested in taking snare crafting later, you can keep the materials for the ones you did not succeed at doing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it lets you take one of them. Don't quote me, but you can go ahead. I just want to take care of this before I forget. Oh, you know what? We're kind of at our halfway point. Should we have our 10-minute break now?
Sure.
Sounds great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Seems like the place is any.
All right, good. All right, 10 minutes. See ya.
Alright. We're doing a 10-minute break. I don't know why the Wi-Fi would have didn't give me any problems with that. Read.
I just noticed you have a D20 at your desk for secret rules. That's such a good idea.
Oh, a physical one. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's just so much faster.
Yeah, right.
And also, it can be heard when I roll it.
No, I saw you roll. I'm like, why the heck don't I do that when I'm running games, right? Like, skip the interface and just roll the dang dice.
But if I do want that paranoia to cause some paranoia, I do have the blind D20 hotkey. It's just / blind R D20. That's all you need. Okay, everyone's here.
All right.
So before I really interrupted you with inventory management, you guys were talking about more interesting things, like this strange set of tracks.
Well, maybe those birds know something. We should see what the birds know. Do the birds know anything?
They're all staring at you.
Speak to birds. I can't speak with birds.
I don't think.
I don't speak bird. No.
Afraid I can't either.
I don't particularly like how they're all staring at us. But then again, blackbirds have always. I mean, there's a reason why they are used in tropes of horror and such as that, because they,
Literature that you've read.
indeed, the blackbirds are of this type especially are extremely intelligent, and I know that they're known to even make trades with humans and stuff. It's very interesting stuff.
They can smell your fear, Ernest.
I wouldn't say afraid. I mean, they're birds, uneasy.
Well, the tracks seem to lead up the hill, so in the absence of figuring out more about them, I say we follow them.
How many ravens are there?
It looks, well, it's hard to tell exactly because of how thick the trees are. You're gonna guess at least 50.
Well, then that sounds out of character. That sounds more like crows than ravens. Ravens are typically smaller groups, while a murder of crows is large. We have a very large crow population here in Portland. They migrate from downtown to the outer areas.
This is all out of character.
All out of character. Ravens are typically...
Is there a knowledge check that anyone wants to make with my D20?
I could do an esoteric roll to see if they're haunted.
Wait, hold on. If they're a haunt.
They're creatures.
You don't have diverse lore, so you can't recall knowledge. Wait, doesn't esoteric lore let you recall knowledge on monsters?
all creatures and haunts.
Okay, here we go. You don't ring a bell. Nothing rings a bell here. You don't.
I know that they're birds.
Yes,
Okay.
and it is eerie.
Would I be able to know whether or not these sorts of birds are normally inhabit this area?
You too don't. Well, I'm even with the low DC I just assigned. No, you don't know.
I'll try to
rolls.
reach. I'll just try to reach back into my mind and think of the books I've read and.
Okay. You know this. You know the what would be the Galarian equivalent of Latin scientific term for these ravens. You know that they don't normally gather in groups like this, and
Okay.
this is unusual, and they also form angry pecking mobs and swarm on you, and they are, area effects tend to be more effective against swarms if they were to.
Wait, didn't
And they
you
are
say
cunning.
that? Didn't you say that it was the Raven Stone that got cut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. So that would possibly be a connection of some kind.
Would I be able to check to see whether or not the ravens appear to be aggressive or on edge?
Staring at
This
us.
would be a sense motive. You're not able to read into the minds and hearts of their expressionless eyes. They
Is
are
there anything
looking at you.
Boulder? Is there anything special about the boulder? You said that the tracks kind of stop and then start somewhere else, but there's a boulder nearby.
Yeah, there's a boulder not pictured that the footprints walked up towards, and you also, spending this moment to observe, you do. Oh, and also some people were investigating. You
I
see
was.
that whoever was walking might have been carrying a heavy load or been heavy set. They look like possibly adult human-sized feet, bare feet, no shoes.
Have you ever heard the legends of Sasquatch?
No, I don't believe I've heard of that.
Oh, I have one of those, and I reach up into my mushroom bouquet and I hand Ernest a mushroom.
Indeed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe Brahgy should wear this golden flower.
We don't want his myconology laboratory to die off.
That's right.
Yeah, it would disrupt his experiments. Well,
at any rate, I mean, we aren't going to figure out more by just standing here doing nothing.
Right. That was my suggestion. Without us being able to know more, let's follow those tracks. They seem to go up the hill this way.
what is your track following order?
I'm in the
I'll
back.
Was that
So-
Ernest speaking?
Yes.
With
Just
my-
in case a burst of water comes out of nowhere and
So, I'm happy to.
Maybe
to
he brought a
take the lead.
parasol along this time.
hide behind.
Okay, get in your track following order.
Can you put me in behind Brom? I was gonna be sensitive.
Okay.
That would be like that then, I guess.
I cannot move your.
Oh, not everybody
Figure.
owns everybody's token. So like that?
Sure, we can do it that way.
Yeah. And
Well.
I've got my shield up.
Yes, that's a good idea. As the birds suddenly, as of one mind, take flight. But some of you were so attuned to them that you might be aware of them first. So let's make make initiative rolls, perception rolls, and you know how there's cool collective nouns for animals, like crows are murders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does anyone know what a group of ravens is?
Yeah, they're called a parliament.
No, they're called an unkindness.
Yep.
Oh.
An unkind.
Yeah.
I know there's a group of birds that a group of them is called a parliament, though.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think it's the dove or the pigeon. Parliament. Group of animals, parliament or something.
Right.
So a group of birds that is called a parliament is a group of owls
Owl.
Okay.
That makes sense.
because they're wise.
Yeah.
All right.
If the people I know who are British are any indication, I don't think they consider Parliament wise all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was someone being ironic?
No, I looked it up. And
No,
that
no.
was
Whoever named it, like I think
Oh.
it's like whoever runs to the dictionary first names these things. I think there are just people who are memeing now at this point.
Owls were always symbolized as wise, like back in Greek mythology.
Ah,
They've always been seen as
that's
wisdom.
been true. But
And
they
I think
haven't
it has
they haven't been
with-
called parliaments since Greek mythology, though.
but also they don't they don't congregate very often, which strikes me as parliamentary.
Okay, I don't see Skritch's initiative.
Did it?
Oh, do you know how to roll initiative? Do you know how that's different from just rolling perception?
Did you do it to the initiative?
Well,
yeah.
You want the encounter tracker, pull the encounter tracker up, and just click the D20 that you see there.
Yeah, you need the initiative.
Yeah, the encounters is the second from the left on
Looks like
the.
a clenched fist.
Yeah.
Like this music.
We're getting there. Hang on.
Aha! Here come the birds.
What?
Is your sister mad at the roll? Alright,
Oh.
it's flying in.
It
And
actually did craft the initiative roll instead of perception.
oh, wait, what? I usually use the original D20 roll. Oh, it was using crafting before, initiative crafting. But it was a nat 2,
Yeah.
so you're still
Yeah.
last in the initiative, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine.
With
Okay.
6.
Yeah, I go by the original D20 roll. Okay,
Yeah.
let me set this to the side so I can murder you all. Swarming
You need
beaks.
unkind.
Alright, these 4 creatures, including Nelek, need to make reflex saves 2 times each.
All right.
Alright, so who is
Uh-oh.
Skritch included in that?
That's a critical failure for Finnur.
All right.
Of course it is.
Burton.
Second one though, probably not.
Yeah, so you succeed on that one.
All right. Brom's first roll.
Okay, failure.
Second
They're-
roll.
Pecking at you.
Ugh.
That's a critical failure. And those who critically failed, you have, they're poking at your eyes. You're currently blinded.
Yeesh.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Alright, was
Right.
Skritch targeted by that?
All right. Here's Nelek.
Uh-oh.
I don't think
Oh no, I got my money on the birds.
got the jump on us.
Oh
it's
dear.
Terrible rolling.
Oh, Nelek. No.
Nelek's getting swarmed.
Oh no. It's been all about the birds today. And did Skritch? I don't think Skritch has rolled 2 reflex saves.
Need 2
Yeah.
reflex saves. 2 reflex saves.
If you critically fail, they focus their attacks on your vulnerable face. Okay, that's oh dear. Man, all of you are blinded. Okay, that's gonna be a regular failure. Okay, well, this is a challenging start. Brom, you're first.
Okay, is there a way to is there a way to remove the status effect?
Not at the moment. It's just peck in your eyes. Yeah, I would no, there is not. I'll just tell you that.
Okay. Well, crap.
You can still target things, but 50% miss chance.
Sure. Well, I mean, I guess that first thing I'll do is I'll mark the ravens as my prey.
Uh-huh.
And so I guess that the next thing to do will be to draw my hatchet.
Mm-hmm. No. You have your basic weapons out.
Okay.
Your usual loadout.
Then I'm going to take a swing with the hatchet against the ravens.
Okay. Your first D20 roll. This is my rule. Even if you click attack with your weapon, it's always your targeting roll first. So you can just use the dice tray in chat. Just click the D20. That's maybe the easiest way to do it.
Okay. This will be the.
Yep. You need 11 or higher.
Roll then. Alright, public roll D20. It's not letting me roll.
Weird.
It says you are not worthy.
Really? No. I don't have any settings for dice tray.
There we go.
Oh, okay, that misses. You have one more action.
I will. In that case, I will. Then Brom will draw his shield as well. Oh, then he's got it out, so he'll raise his shield then.
Okay, good. Next is Finnur.
Well, seeing how I just checked the rules, I have to be able to see to exploit vulnerability.
Alas. Rip.
Yes. So, we're going to take... And we are going to make a D20 roll to attempt to strike at the birds.
Okay.
So, this is my targeting roll.
Okay, good.
Does that hit?
It's a possible hit.
Allow me a possible hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to...
I need to give a hero point to somebody. I'll give one to Brom for getting the flower.
And that misses.
Okay, miss.
Wonderful. Let's see here. I don't want to be standing where I am right now. Because they're, like, right on top of us, right? Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm going to do one more strike. So we'll do a target. And, no.
That misses.
So I will move.
All terrain is difficult terrain when you don't see.
So basically I can do half of 25.
Yes.
So there's 10.
Okay. Good.
And that ends my turn.
Brahgy. You see the birds are have got the jump on you. This band of scouts.
If you have any way of doing area of effect, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, Brahgy is not equipped for this. How high does the unkindness of ravens go?
Let's say 8 feet. No, 10 feet.
Yeah, I can't do anything without just like blasting the party.
Are you sure? Can you do a 5-foot radius? What do you have?
The closest thing I can do is 2 turns for Horizon Thunder Sphere, and that's a 10-foot emanation. So
No. There's more to it. Hold on. I think it targets a line.
no, it targets one target, and if you charge it for 6 whole actions, it's a 10-foot emanation on the one person.
I see. Okay. I'm mixing it up with Inner Radiance.
Check. Yeah. So I'm going to use all 3 actions, and I'm going to cast it.
All right. Here comes the gathering energy in your palm.
Come.
I have a token magic has an effect I want to use.
Oh, it's an attack roll. Oh, I thought it was a reflex roll. A little better, maybe.
Oh,
Oh wow.
yeah, that's a little overly intense. Opacity.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, that's a little too much for me. All right, you are. Hold on, let me undo the damage that I've done. Okay, next is Ernest.
Well, Ernest is seeing a bunch of people being pecked and is going to move up and is going to try to help the near-death bird not be near-death anymore
Uh-huh.
with battle medicine.
Okay, cool. Oh, there
See
you
if this
go.
works
That's a
out.
cool one. I'll see that. Nice. Did you do some miraculous healing? Okay. All right. The bird gives you a nuzzle.
Okay. And then I will also battle medicine the champion because because I'm pretty sure my arrows will do very little this entire thing.
All right.
All right. So here's another battle medicine. Ooh.
Very nice.
Ooh. Miraculous. All right. You bring all of that medical school training.
Through the blindness.
Yep. So Skritch is going to regain 13. That brings him up full. Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Skritch.
All right. So I'm just going to on the chat window, there should be like the dice tray. One of them's a D20. Click on it. I'm gonna take a swing at the bird.
Mm-hmm. The swarm of birds.
Yeah.
Not the bird.
Yeah. No, the swarm of birds.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't tell which one's the D20. No.
All right.
Can someone roll a D20 for me? Because of
I
my
got
settings, you can't tell what the D20 is.
4, you missed.
Oh.
Alright, so do a second swing.
Alright, let me roll, I gotcha. 14, that allows a hit.
Alright, so now my question is, does that count as a second attack
Yes.
for multiple attack penalty? Okay. So, go ahead and do a strike with the Warhammer, and you'll have to tell it to be a second
It'll
attack.
be the +1, I think.
Yep, this would be a way to tell it to be a second attack.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, that's not a hit.
Okay. Alright, and then I'll raise my shield.
Okay. All right.
No, that-
Next is the mean raven.
you can try the
mhm.
shield again. 'Cause we're trying, for some reason, the raise shield is still not working. The macro.
I will point out that I think people are in the line of Kamehameha. Unless you shoot through the bird, I guess. I guess Brom can evacuate the bird.
Line.
Yeah.
Kamehameha?
The 2-round spell.
Oh, I just did it 1 round. I just used 3 actions.
Oh wait, we would have resolved it right then. Did I miss something?
Yeah. Yeah, we should have resolved it right then. I rolled
Yeah,
6
Brahgy
on
did
damage.
6 electric damage to the birds.
Oh, and I never did anything on my end. Here we go. Here comes its reflex save.
It's attack roll.
Oh, it's an attack roll.
Yeah.
That's weird. But okay, so and did you have an attack roll?
Yeah, I got 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
I rolled 6 damage. Yep.
Okay, 6 damage. There you go. Sorry, I don't know what's. I feel like I'm being. I must have had an out-of-body experience for a while.
I was actually going to ask you on my turn because I noticed that it was still undamaged. I was just
Okay.
waiting for everybody to do their stuff. Yeah.
All right. You know what? I was too focused on animating you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Skritch. Are we done with Skritch?
Yeah, so, okay, I think we got the raise shield to work. I think.
You know what, you guys? I forgot this, but Skritch would have been able to use his champion's reaction. He was defending. I usually allow people to do a reaction.
But I was also blind. I was blinded by the attack by the raven.
That was kind of happening at the same time, and even if you were blind in the future, I don't think it prevents you. If it's
Okay.
not, yeah. Pathfinders, sometimes the rule, if it doesn't say it's not true in Pathfinder rules interpreting, helps the party.
Okay.
All
I'll keep in mind for the next unkindness.
right. So you step out of the unkindness, and I think
I'm still in the.
oh,
I'm still in the. I
Oh.
I raised my shield.
All right. I'm gonna move you back in then.
Yeah.
All right. It spends an action to fly and continue. It's assault. Let me. Roll this. Okay. It moves farther south, leaving Brom alone. And
No.
here comes the attacks. I want to ask for saving throws 1 at a time. So first 5, then 7 damage. Skritch, give me a reflex save.
Do a reflex save.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Skritch should be at full. He never actually healed the damage from my critical success at the heal
Oh,
wounds battle medicine.
okay.
The
All right,
hit point.
you're taking 10 damage from
At
the
full.
first action, Skritch. Do you want to do a reaction?
No, they weren't. Yes, I'll go ahead and use the shield block. So I'll
Mhm.
reduce that to 5. And
Okay.
take 5 on the shield.
All right, let me apply it to you. So you take 5 damage, and your shield takes 5 damage. Okay. Make another reflex save.
And make another reflex save.
Mm-hmm. That is a regular failure, so you take 7 more.
7 more. So a total of 12.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, not Brom's turn yet. Nelek, make 2 reflex saves.
All right.
My hit point is 9. Okay.
Aha, that fails?
That fails?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, unkindness. Unkindness kicks your ass. Alright, that's full damage. Whoa, unconscious.
Uh-oh,
Nelek.
Nelek's down!
Oh god.
I just healed Nelek.
Okay, Ernest?
Alright, well, I'm a rogue, so you'd think
This-
this would be excellent.
This is our Pathfinder taking names experience. Okay, 5 damage.
Yep. And,
The fact that it blinded 4 people is really unfortunate. Okay, 0 damage.
great.
Okay, alright, Ernest is, I already gave Ernest a hero point, but he's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
did.
an MVP today.
Except for
Okay,
when he actually, except for when he gets hit by a blast of water.
you can call it tanking. Okay,
I'm not a tank.
I'll give another one to Ernest, and another... Okay, my 3rd hero point goes to Frankie McShanky for inspiring a child in the tribe. Okay, Brom's turn. Oh my god, Brom, what's going on here? Your bird's down.
My bird is down. So, and I don't have battle medicine, so I can't treat wounds. Am I
And,
still blinded?
You
We have
are.
the battle
I've
medicine
done
for the
secret
day
rolls for the duration. But it is going to go away at some point. You don't know when.
Okay.
But by rule, it's secret rolls. Megan.
All right. Then in that case, well, Brom is out of the Brom's out of the unkindness yet, but there's really not much that he can do to besides keep swinging wildly at the unkindness.
Do you want to hear a GM tip?
Sure.
Everybody spread out so that it can only attack one person at a time.
All right, then. I think that's helpful. So what Brom will do first then is he will do a we'll do a 5 meter.
Wait, it's not actually here. I'm using this red rectangle to indicate where it is.
I know. I'm doing this is the spread out.
Oh, you're GTFOing.
Not so much that, just making sure that they can't swarm us all at once like that. So
Okay.
Brom will drop his hatchet and his shield
Uh-huh.
as a free action. Second action, draw his bow, and third action, literally try a blind shot at the unkindness.
Dramatic. Here we go. Flat check.
All right.
I have a cat in my desk. My cat wants to be in frame.
There we go.
Okay, possible hit.
All right. Now for
Believe in you, Brom.
the
Okay,
short bow.
this cat is being
First
pretty
attack of hunted
obnoxious.
prey. All right, here we go.
Oh no!
You know what? I think I'm gonna hero point that.
Come on. Come on, Ranger. That's it!
Come on.
Woo!
All right.
That's a hit, and you get precision damage.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, that is 7, but it is reduced to 2.
Oof.
Okay. Every little bit counts, though. And yeah, you're still not really seeing very well. Basically, there's blood streaming down from your forehead.
And does Nelek need to make her death save now?
Let's... It's like actively preventing me from adding her to the initiative. No. We will remember to do it at the end of Skritch's turn. Right before
Okay.
the unkindness' turn. We must
All right.
call it the unkindness, by the way.
Yes. Very unkind.
All right, I think that's it.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Aw, Megan's giving me a face nudge. Okay, Finnur, you are still yes, you are still blind.
And of course, medicine doesn't actually allow you to overcome that.
This. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look up and see if there's any errata to this creature.
Because it's poison. I can treat poison. I can stabilize. I guess I can treat disease, but yeah, blindness. So the rectangle of sorts.
Oh wait, you guys! Sorry, I forgot to Oh, sorry. Horizon Thunder Sphere did not do area damage, correct?
No, it did not.
Okay, got it. And you know the 2-round version, it does an emanation. Are you thinking that doesn't trigger its area effect?
No, I'm thinking I didn't want to blast the party with it.
Gotcha. Okay, Finnur. Sorry.
That black outline square is where the unkindness actually is, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then with my first action, I'm going to spend a stride because I can't step while I'm blind. And I'm going to make a D20 flat check. Please roll something decent. That's good. Okay.
Good.
To attack. And now, action, short sword, please.
That's a hit.
19. There's a hit. Alright, let's see if I can get above 5 damage.
No.
No.
No, you cleave through it, but it seems like it's just too numerous.
And then I'm gonna actually move a full 10 feet back.
Okay. Alright, Brahgy.
Brahgy wants no part of this, so he's going to scoot his full 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to. All right, I think this is the play. He's gonna cast Force Bolt. 2 damage. I don't even know what that.
It does damage it.
Okay. And he's going to use his last action to drain his bonded item. And that's my turn.
No, drain bonded item has to be immediately before you cast the spell. As a free action.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine then. Then I'll just cast shield on myself.
Alright. Okay, Ernest. You are in
Well,
Birdland.
Yeah, well, there's a dying bird. I'm gonna get out of the birds, and then I'm gonna try to stabilize. So I'm trying to.
I think that's 2 actions.
It is 2 actions.
Okay. Alright, this is gonna be a.
So I moved, and the rest of my
DC
turn is trying to save this bird's life.
I do note that she does have a hero point that we can
The bird
use to
does.
stabilize her.
Yeah, it's shared between the main PC and the bird.
Eh.
The bird wakes
I
up
know,
and
but
says,
I can't do a lot of damage to the bird, so I'm gonna just heal the big bird, or keep it alive. So I guess I'll just do a medicine check. I guess skills, medicine, roll.
That succeeds. It is a stable bird. Wait, it was at dying. Oh, it doesn't matter what its dying value is. Okay. Nice.
Well, it matters for the DC, but
Right. Okay, excellent. Skritch.
Alright, am I next to Nelly?
Next to what? Nelek? Yes,
The
you
bird.
are.
Alright, I'm going to lay on hands Nelly,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move out of the bird. I I don't know how many actions I had to use for moving.
You have 2 more. Do people? I don't know if the player can, if Ken can see the screen. Do people have a suggestion on where he should go?
If you want to
probably move one square to his left.
He has a speed of 25. He can move 5. If he double moves, he can move 25 feet. But a single move, 10 feet.
Yeah. And I'm trying to use all my movement to get out of the bird. So if I can do 2 actions to move 25 feet, then I'll do that. You said to my left?
Yeah. Also, if you stay within 15 feet of somebody, you can help shield damage.
I can try to do some of the damage reduction. So, so move me so that I am... Well, I don't know which way the birds are going to go. They went south before. So I guess just move me so that I'm still within 10 feet of Brom.
Okay.
But outside of the bird.
I guess that would be right here, perhaps. Or right here.
This would protect a second party member.
Yeah, exactly. I won't be able to attack the birds back, but I'll be able to do the damage reduction.
Alright, that's going to be 2 moves, though.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, here comes the mean unkindness. The mean unkindness. Alright, I'm going to roll a... People are spreading out. 1, 2, 3... I'm going to put double weight on the Nelek Ernest combo. I'm going to roll a d20 to see who I target randomly. Oh no, the Brahgy's down there. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... a d6 that I roll. Using reading order. Okay, it's going to go for Finnur.
Bring it.
Finnur! Get bit! 3 and 8.
So
Is Finnur within 15 feet?
It is.
I will use I'll use it on the first attack. I'll use my retributive strike to let him have.
Yeah, I realized that the 8 did not happen because I want you to respond to this first. So the 3, he takes 3. He makes a saving throw first, though.
All right, let me do the first saving throw.
Ooh, all right. He matrixes. Does the matrix? All right. Now against this next damage, it's going to be 4 damage. Make a reflex save. That's a critical failure. 8 damage, and also possibly blinding him longer.
I'm going to hero point that.
All right.
How?
You can right-click the 7.
Oh, then hold on. Let me give myself my hero point back. All right, right-click the 7. Mm-hmm. You're all using a hero point.
Careful with birds, says Soldier 660. That is not a critical failure. You only take 4 damage. And Skritch, you want to use your reaction?
Yeah, I'm going to reduce that to... It'll be only 1 damage.
1 damage! I applied it.
Oh.
Alright, you only took 1 damage! What a difference a turn makes. Brom, you are still blinded. These damn birds.
Alright, well, how about Nelek?
Nelek is just thrashing about. It's like, Rah!
Is
blood over its eyes.
Because is Nelek on the same blinded track as Brom?
It seems like you are worse. Okay, I'm gonna roll under over. You don't know.
Okay.
Did Nelek not get to take an act, not get to do anything at all?
If he commands it, he could.
Yeah. Okay. So since Nelek is back in the fight, it seems. You said it was control to rotate her token.
Shift or control and mouse wheel. One of them does it more slowly than the other.
All right, so So Brom is going to order Nelek to attack the unkindness.
All right, here comes the big bird.
Which
Yeah.
do have they are marked as prey. So here we go.
Oh, it's got precision damage.
Beak.
Ah, that is a miss. Okay.
All right, so then
Oh,
she's.
you know what? Actually, that was its targeting check, and that missed.
Oh, but she's not blinded anymore, is she?
She still has blindness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, if,
No.
I didn't. I don't think I
I'll
said
put that back
something.
then.
I meant
Okay.
it was
Oh, okay. Then in that
you know
case,
what?
she'll-
I
she'll
accidentally
make-
I accidentally removed it. That's what happened.
All right, no problem. Then this will be for the beak attack, whether it hits or not.
Yeah, and that was the
Okay.
targeting check, and that missed.
Yes. So here we go.
Wait.
Ah!
Oh. Okay, that misses.
All right. So she's now going to try for her talon attack, which
Wait, a
is
minion can only do 2 actions though. She stood up.
Oh, she stood up. Okay.
Yeah.
Then all right. Then in that case, then Brom is going to he's going to try and fire at the unkindness. Then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, Hail Mary. Here we go. Okay, possible.
All right. And
Soldier
Here we
660
go.
is our like super chat fan. Super chatter. He always cheers us on.
here we go. Fire.
Ow. Alright, that's a miss. Damn birds.
Well, I guess the only other thing that Brom can do is fire again
Mm-hmm.
for his third.
No. Alright.
And no, he can't even target. So all right.
Finnur.
Blindness sucks.
It does.
Yes.
Especially when you roll maximum duration, which is what happened.
Ooh.
Well, isn't that wonderful? So, all right. So let's flail about wildly, trying to hit some birds.
Yes.
So my targeting is a
Nope.
no. And okay, so we'll try for one more. That didn't
Nope.
even look like the die actually rolled, and then I'm gonna spend 10 feet
Alright.
or my entire movement to move myself there.
Brahgy.
Brahgy's gonna cry, and then he's going to.
Oh, everyone's clear. Everyone's clear. If you wanted to do the blast.
I can't. I don't have it.
You got
Yeah.
your bonded thing.
It's 3 actions though. The
It's
spell.
a free action to do the bonded recall.
Yeah,
it?
it is.
It is.
It is a free action.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll use bonded recall, and I'll start casting that again, and that's my turn.
Oh, okay.
10
10-foot emanation. That's emanates from its edges. So everybody like, you know,
Move
Watch out.
further away. Yeah.
Can I say this though? Can I suggest something? How much do you want me to help you?
We don't want to die.
Brahgy should delay until after Skritch before doing this, so that people can, you know, get some effective actions and then evacuate. I think.
Doesn't delaying take an action?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that. I can delay it.
The penalty is that you are going to end up later in the initiative for the rest of the fight, and you cannot do any reactions until you jump back in.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll delay. That's fine.
Okay. Ernest.
Ernest is going to back up so that nobody can be, so that the birds can't target 2 people no matter what they do, and is going to. I'm going to go ahead and try to recall knowledge to make them flat-footed to me.
You recall knowledge. You know that the bludgeoning is the most effective physical damage against them. And, oh crap. And, that they are, their weakest save is Fortitude.
Okay. I hesitate to ask, was that by any chance a critical success? Because if so, they're flat-footed to me for 1 minute.
It was a critical success.
They are flat-footed until they're dead, basically.
Okay,
Awesome.
I unfortunately, I have to say this. I got one rule wrong. They're immune to precision. Yeah.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry.
Still easier to hit them, I suppose,
It
even
is.
though now it's like, ugh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna fire at them, even though
Okay.
I need to roll max damage probably to do anything to them, and whatever.
You could go up and punch it. That's a miss.
Yeah, I'm done.
Punch a swarm.
Yeah, I will yell out, bludgeon them to death.
I don't know if some of you come from 5e, but a fist is a d4 and adds your strength. So it's not as weak as it is in 5e. I think you have another action, Ernest.
No, because I moved, recalled knowledge,
Oh.
and then fired an arrow.
You're right. Skritch. Oh wait, who is
All right.
anyone? Can anyone see yet? We're in round 3. No.
Alright, so Skritch is going to can I move up to the swarm still?
You're
Am
adjacent
I
to it,
within-
so you can actually hit it right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to swing at it so someone could roll the miss chance for me.
I got it.
All right, you guys. This is our climax. This is the climax of the whole adventure path.
The whole thing. Wow.
This is the spirit of a evil god. I don't know. I'm kidding.
I got 19.
Possible
so
hit.
It'll hit. Well, it can
Okay.
hit.
So do a strike, Lindsay, with the warhammer.
And you should know, Skritch, that raising your shield doesn't help against this thing because it's calling for a reflex save. And that's a solid hit.
Nice.
All right,
All
you
right.
feel the satisfying crunch of bird bodies. Or more, not crunch, but a thump. Oh, but that was minimum damage. But it did. They only resist 2 against bludgeoning.
Okay. I'll go ahead and try a second swing.
Okay.
So
I got the d20.
yeah, hang on.
Nope.
No. You swing
No,
wild.
no hit 'em. And then I'm going to I don't know if I want to stay where I am in case the swarm decides to. Can I like try to make a lot of noise and try to get them to disperse? Would that be an intimidation, like a demoralize?
You could try to scream at them. I would call for an intimidation check, though. You know, it's yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that. It'll give me something.
Okay.
You roll me a skill, intimidation,
Yeah.
demoralize. Yep. Could have demoralize.
Ooh. Okay. All right. How do you want to do this? You cause it like a third of them to scatter, and so they are not as organized. Not nearly.
Yeah. So basically, I yell and slam my warhammer against my shield, like.
All right.
Yeah.
A deafening sound. Yep. Excellent. That's your
that's-
turn, and that'll be
Yep.
my 4th hero point for the day. Brahgy.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Dream of Bonbite, start the Kamehameha, and then Brahgy's gonna shout, Don't pull them any further away from me. That's my turn.
Kamehame. I saw that clip recently of Goku screaming for like 2 minutes. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't.
It's like he's powering up, and like all these people from all these cities are like freaking out. Okay,
Yeah.
The Raven is going to. It's not going to pay attention to Brahgy at all. Let's see here. Well, there's one. I don't know. Okay. It goes over to Ernest. You're lucky. It's your lucky day. All right, here we go. Give me reflex saves, Ernest. Okay. Actually, below average damage this time. 2 and 5.
Am I still within 15 feet of Ernest?
No.
No.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and re-roll that one.
Hold on. That's actually just a regular failure because it's frightened.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
then
nice.
never mind. I will just take the regular failure.
All right, that's 2 damage.
Okay.
All right.
And then I need to roll another one.
Uh-huh.
And if that's just a regular failure, I'll take that too.
All right, you take 5 pecking damage. Okay, you apply
How
it.
fun.
You apply it. Okay. And some of the birds reform into the unkindness as it becomes frightened 1. Okay, Brom.
Okay.
And
Brom-
it was 1. If he had rolled 1 less, he would have critically failed. By the way. Oh, I have my every +1 matters thing. There we go.
Okay. So are either Brom or Nelly off their blindness?
Oh. Nelly is.
Okay. All right, Nelly. I can't really see. I can't really help, but you can. Go get him, girl.
Uh-oh. She has a moral choice. There's cover in the way.
So what she's going to do, I guess the question I have is, where is the electric nuke going to go off? Is it going to
where the birds are right now, I believe.
And 10-foot
Right.
emanation.
So basically, one attack and then get out.
That's what. So Nelly will take the cover.
All right, here we go.
For the birds.
All right, hit a 21. Come on, Nelly.
All right.
Nelly.
Here we go.
No, 20. Hit a 20. Okay. All right, she bonks the stone. It was a stone depicting a bear.
Fuck. She squeaks as she hits hard stone. But Brom says, "All right, get out of there!" So she hightails it.
All right. She awaits further instructions. 2 more actions, Brom.
All right, so Brom is going to. Brom will try taking a pot shot.
All right.
At them anyway. Because why not?
Okay.
All right, this will be for the.
Yeah, they weren't sneaking, so you know where they are. Under the rules.
All right. So roll that d20.
Mm-hmm. This
Let
is the
me.
targeting.
All right, I'll just do this instead.
Is this the first? Well, you didn't really have a
There we
real confrontation with the moose. It was kind of first real tough high level foe. That's a possible hit.
Pacano
All right.
sure did.
That's a chance.
Oh yeah.
I think-
Pacano tanked it for you guys.
Oh yeah.
He was your Ernest
All
for
right.
that fight. Ooh, that is a hit, except no precision
Immune
damage.
to precision damage.
I know, right?
So whatever we do, we'll just subtract that.
All right.
So no damage done then.
Right. Yeah. You guys were
So
not
then in that
prepared
case,
for storms.
Can Brom can Brom do a heal wound on himself?
Battle medicine?
Yeah.
Yes, and I don't require a targeting check if it's yourself.
Okay.
Nice. 2d8. You guys got this.
So close to that crit.
My notes don't have you having battle medicine. I guess my notes are incomplete.
Alright. Brom heals for 7 then.
Wait. You don't have battle medicine.
I don't. Brom does not.
Yeah, you need that feat to heal yourself.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
Then we'll just say that that Brom is not going to. Brom is just going to frantically just rub his eyes, trying to get the blood out.
And you're gonna get your sight back next turn. So yeah.
I know. I'm just using that as sort of a narrative device then more than anything right now.
Oh, precisely. That's why I said that. Okay, Finnur.
Wait.
You're still blind, Finnur. Huh?
We can be rubbing blood out of our eyes?
No. We're adding flavor text to this overpowered.
Gotcha.
Because this thing's overpowered. I thought there'd be an action to, but no. I look for errata. Sorry. I don't know if I should be peeling the curtain back as much, but yeah, I think. Let's just say you are in character dealing with the legendary birds. They are.
Yeah.
You've heard tales of people never surviving. A group of ravens that happened to be offended by their stone.
So I'm going to attempt to demoralize the bird.
Okay. It is frightened 1.
Oh. Well.
So you'd have to kind of roll a 20 probably.
Basically, yeah, especially because I don't share a language with the birds. But let's give it a shot.
Ah.
That didn't do it.
Okay, no.
So I will move there with my remaining 2. Wait, I can do 20 feet, so I'm gonna move there with my remaining 2 actions.
All right. Ernest.
Ernest is going to move out of the death swarm.
Brahgy is. You got to see this clip. It's very funny. From Dragon Ball Z.
And is going
Oh,
to...
Goku screams for 10 hours is a thing on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
10 hours. Oh man.
Or Goku.
Episode after episode of him just standing there screaming.
I am going to do battle medicine on myself.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, let's go.
Nice. You got. Ernest has been rocking the healer stools today. At this point, he's seeing.
Maybe I really should pick the medic.
Can we say all of that self-doubt is kind of revealing? It's kind of coming back, and you're kind of spinning your scalpel now, and you know, because everyone's kind of like looking to you as kind of like, oh, he's really good at this.
And then just to
like drumsticks,
myself,
you know,
I'm
had the
gonna
drummers
try
with drumsticks.
And then to re-humble myself, I'm going to shoot an arrow at him.
Okay. Here we go.
See.
No.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, it's just terrible.
Okay, Skritch.
Alright, so am I understanding the
Oh,
way the
Skritch
spell...
can see now.
Cool. So am I understanding the way that the spell is supposed to work when Brahgy cast it, that the emanation is going to be the swarm plus 10 feet around the swarm?
Correct. Including its large size, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to swing one time at it and then skedaddle away. So you make a Warhammer strike.
You can see now.
Yeah.
I don't need to make the D20 strike or the D20 for you anymore.
Right.
Ooh, okay, that's a nice roll.
Alright, so roll damage.
Okay. 4 total damage after the resistance.
And I can see now, so I can move my full speed away. So
Yep.
I'm gonna do another strike.
No, that would be your last action.
Oh,
need to leg it.
why?
You weren't adjacent to it anymore.
Oh,
So in order to attack it, you had to move up, attack it, and then move away.
gotcha. Okay, so never mind that. So I'll move away.
All right.
I don't know how I cast that. I'm sorry.
You need to move me like or 20 feet.
I have no idea.
Move me
He doesn't
away
understand
from.
his power. All right, he's gonna move somewhere. I'm just gonna move him where he was.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
All right, Brahgy, here we go. Kamehame.
Here's the money shot.
Uh-oh. Do you have a hero point? This would suck if it
I
doesn't
do.
hit.
I have 2. All right.
Oh no.
Attack roll.
I'm
Here
afraid.
it comes.
Whoa! Nat 20! Alright.
Yeah.
After you attack the target,
Been on that.
okay. Oh, even if you miss, it does the area attack, you guys.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
So this
So
is the non-AoE damage right here.
right, this is 3d6, and this gets doubled. So that's 22 electricity, and it roll 2d6 for the area effect.
Oops. Ignore that. Here, let me go this way.
No, I'll count the first 2d6. So that's 7, and it makes a reflex save. Oh, that's a failure. So, and because it has weakness 5 to area damage, that's 12 electricity. So that's
Nice.
34 electricity damage. It explodes. There's a... You have a bunch of fried bird scattering, and, there's also an explosion of black feathers in, like, a 30-foot radius. And additionally, Brahgy sparks with electricity for a whole minute, dealing 1 electricity damage to creatures that grab him or hit him with an unarmed attack or non-reach melee weapon. But that
Brahgy's
is
just gonna Brahgy's just gonna like fall on his back, just like spread and just done.
okay.
Done for the day.
I'm sorry. Did I give a hero point to somebody? That should go over. Nah, I'm not going to take any back. Take a hero point, Brahgy. That was cool. Okay, that was memorable.
Wolf is spitting out feathers.
I am no longer blinded. I'm taking that off.
Yeah, take that off. It was about to expire. Okay, that was something.
That sure was.
That was good teamwork, guys.
Yeah, well
Good
done.
job. Braggy and Ernest. There you go.
Oh man.
That was a level 3 foe.
And to a slightly lesser extent, Skritch, because I did absolutely nothing but flail around with a sword.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that was something.
That was rough.
Yeah.
Bro-
Yeah.
Brom walks over, grabs 2 of the flesh-broiled ravens, and then 1 in each hand, and then walks over to Brahgy, drops down, and says, "Here's your first bite, Brahgy. Good job."
Get away from me! Get away!
You know
First
what?
kill
That was
for-
like a great hunting job. Think about it. That was like 50 birds.
Yeah, we could probably gather these things up and take them back to the
Yep.
following.
So Rob's going over and just start throwing these flash broiled birds in a sack.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Brahgy fried chicken.
Yeah, let's call you the Colonel. We can call you the Colonel.
I never thought that spell would be useful. I just took it because I think it's neat. I don't think it's actually a good spell.
We didn't expect you to do 34 damage.
My lord.
Okay, well, you guys are just kind of in awe of Brahgy, I think, as he continues to spark with electricity.
So,
Wait
Do
till
we
all
find
the
the
Kelly
missing-
hears about this, Brahgy.
His like long like hair is just now like frazzled and sticking out at all angles.
Like one of those mad scientists after
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
experiment. No, like the guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
he was a mad scientist.
I mean, this totally is fitting with his personality as I've imagined him. Can we have a white streak in your hair now?
Sure.
Like the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay. Well.
So, do we find the rock?
Speaking of, oh yeah, you guys were in the middle of. You hear some sobbing from above the hill, from behind the trees. What is this music? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to venture up the hill to see what's going on.
How does everyone look health-wise?
You guys are in bad
we're-
shape.
Brom and
Yeah.
Nelek are beat up.
Yeah, I think this is Nelek's blood right here.
Ugh.
Nelek got absolutely savaged in that fight.
Yeah.
I start praying to Saren Ray.
Okay. All right. Shall we?
And,
Do you want to heal to full? If that takes an hour, even. I'm asking.
I got,
Yeah, let's.
yeah, I guess might as well.
Well,
Well, but
All right.
somebody's crying. Do we want to deal with the crying person?
Sounds like a grown man, and it kind of.
For all we know, he's crying because we killed his pet bird.
Well, he's
Yeah,
not
but
saying
that's-
anything. You kind of sense that he might have been looking at the party for a couple of minutes, and then you hear him you hear a person just kind of slump to the ground and start to sob.
Well, Finnur, being the nice, friendly person that he is gonna go investigate.
Ah. Okay.
Alright, I guess we're going to go investigate.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I will go with because I mean,
Yep.
such
Not gonna let-
a altruistic party. Well, you see a very hairy, kind of maybe 4 or 5 feet tall man with hairy feet and just hairy, lots of hair, kind of like crying in a fetal position. There's also a large broken stone that looks like the upper half. It looks like the upper half of a giant raven lying in a furrow at the bare crest of this hillock. And
What?
he's kind of next to it in its shadow.
do I recognize what manner of creature this is?
Who's speaking? This is Ernest, our professor. This
Yeah,
is
the professor.
a Korred.
Okay.
Korred. They are, oh my god, Pathfinder using the $1 million words. It is a hirsute, fey creature. Hold on. Let me see what that
Hey,
means.
okay.
Hairy. Oh, that's a cool word.
Oh, her suit means hairy.
Yes.
Yeah. It has long animated manes of hair. They have an affinity for stones and boulders.
Okay.
This is the kind of terrain they would prefer. They, however, are usually private people and are somewhat paranoid of other creatures, though they're very proud of their hair. And they can use it to interfere with people in combat. And they like to dance.
Finnur will go up and as gently as he's able to, he's going to go, are you okay? Why are you crying? It's okay, you don't have to cry. I'm not going to hurt you. Are you okay?
He says, no. She doesn't love me.
Who doesn't love you?
Okay, I think you need to try to calm him down.
You'll be okay. He picks up a pebble from the ground. Would you like a rock?
He looks at the rock, the pebble, and kind of, it seems to remind him of something, and he sets him to cry again.
And I will say to him in Sylvan, your hair, it's magnificent. I'll say.
She doesn't care. She's so beautiful. The Raven Woman doesn't care. She doesn't care about my gifts for her.
The Raven Woman?
Yes. He describes to you how a woman with long, flowing black hair and clawed feet was flying around very gracefully. He sighted her maybe 4 days ago. Yes.
And did you have any sort of communication with her?
She flew away, and she saw me. She saw how much hair I had. But she's gone.
I feel like you might be jumping to conclusions there.
I've been here for 3 days and nights. And I brought her this gift. To honor her. And he points to the stone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Did you show her the stone and she didn't like it, or did you get a chance to show it to her at all?
I put it here on this high hill. She definitely would have seen it. She probably came at night when I was sleeping and saw how awful my gift was.
Maybe she doesn't like thieves.
Brahgy, please.
Brom does a sharp elbow behind him onto Brahgy's shoulder.
Maybe.
I'll steal from my lady. I'll do anything for her.
If you haven't seen her see it, then there's no guarantee that she saw it, and therefore there cannot be no judgment whether or not she liked it.
She probably doesn't care. I'm just not as beautiful as she is.
I'm very confused by the logic here.
She probably saw me and probably thought, oh, maybe she doesn't like hairy men. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's failed. But I see that you've dealt with those birds, so I guess I can give up now and leave this place.
Well, did you see what happened to the standing stone?
I think you took it.
What is the standing stone?
The broken stone, and he points to the raven stone. That did you see what happened to there?
What happened? What's wrong with it? Is there something wrong with my gift?
Did you take the top half of the standing stone to give to the raven?
Yes!
Oh, can you put it back? Please?
But what maybe she hasn't. seen it yet.
Well, maybe she would like it better if it was in one piece.
Make a diplomacy check.
I'm actually good at that.
I'm giving you +2.
So 17.
He's kind of looking at you. He says,
I'll help you.
Yeah. But will she see it? It's just going to be one of the many rocks down there.
Well,
Which Brom says, well, maybe you could put some more rocks around the larger one. That'll point it out to her. She'll notice that.
And I'll help you.
Oh, you're so kind.
Starts picking up little...
He gets up. He seems like he's got a lot of pep to him. He says, my queen will like this. And he seems to have some magical abilities.
Finnur has a bunch of pebbles in his hands. He's like, see, I'll help. And he runs over there. Pours, dumps around the base of the stone.
He nonchalantly earth glides into the ground. He literally merges with the ground, and in order to get some leverage, and starts to push up into the stone. And he says, "I just need some help. It's if you can help me push it down, roll it down the hill."
I'll help.
Of course I can.
It doesn't roll easily because, the bird's beak is stick jutting out. And so it's not round like a ball. So it's going to take a few hours.
Let's get it done.
Yep.
Okay.
Rocky will supervise.
He's actually quite chatty now and in a good mood. And he asks you, who are you?
Oh, my name is Finnur. It's nice to meet you. What is your name?
My name is Shemven.
Oh, Shemven.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Shemven.
Yes. And that's a lot of hair you have, Brom. Are you able to move it like mine, Nanny?
Which, Brom says, only if it gets shocked as badly as those birds were.
He looks at Brahgy, meanwhile, and says, "Oh, what a handsome mane you have. What is the... You get your hair to stand on end. I can do that too." And he causes his hair to stand out in all these different directions. "But I don't have a white streak like yours. Ooh, I like my new friends. Are we friends?"
I would say that there's no reason to say no to that.
Of course we're friends, Shemven.
Oh, help! Oh, he continues to struggle with the rock. "Yes, where are you a group of wanderers? Is this all of you?"
We're only a small part. We're only a small part of our following. There's about 70 of us in the main group that we're with.
Oh wow! You're a part of a following. Which one?
The Broken Tusk.
We are the Broken Tusk following.
Tell me more about them.
Oh, we have people for that. You should come and meet our people, and they will tell you all the wonderful stories.
Stay here for a few more days, Shemven, and you'll meet everyone. The whole following will be here in a few days.
Oh, all right. I was about to say I can't quite go back with you without abandoning my lady, but if they are coming here, then I can meet more of them.
And they will tell you
Brahgy is only supervising. He can start telling you of the following through singing the song singing that he's been training for.
Ah, yes, I like to listen. Are there others who have lots of hair?
There's the mammoths.
Mammoths, he says, his eyes widen. You are a mammoth following? You migrate? You go around with mammoths?
Yes.
Oh, I'd love to nuzzle my nose into the mane of a mighty mammoth and ride on top of one and play around in their fur. That would be splendid. He's actually let go of the stone. He actually seems a little, just seems lost in the thought.
Next time Agricola makes me clean her mammoth, you can do it for me. You'll have a blast.
Ah, whatever I can do to touch those hairy creatures, I'll take any chance I can.
We still need to get this stone back in the place.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, I'm not sure because how long will you be here?
Well, as far as today goes, we'll be on our way as soon as the standing stone's put back. But if memory serves, the festival of the Green Moon will take at least a day.
All right then. So I'll wait for my lady, and then we'll see. But I would love to see those mammoths first chance that I can get. I love hair.
Well, I will.
Yes, you do.
We will do what we can to help him put that back.
All right. Okay, so you have now brought the stone after a few hours of labor, and it's about 1,000 pounds. And this is it's going to take some efforts and here if you guys want to try to restore it yourselves.
Well, we were asking Shimvin if he could restore it, if he could put it back up there.
Well, what I could do, we'd have to lift it up together, I suppose. But let me look up this spell here. Oh. Huh. Okay. Yes. It's I will need to concentrate. It needs to be perfectly still. So you guys will need to do some kind of something to try to keep it stable for a little while as he does the work of reuniting two different stones together.
Okay.
I can't particularly hold it in place. Perhaps I could, I don't know, set something up to kind of keep it in place.
How tall is how high does it need to go to be repaired?
About 3 feet.
Okay.
It's half a ton of solid stone, too.
Well, we would need to build some kind of ramp or something to at least get the piece level with the rest of the standing stone base.
I think that I might be able to do something about that.
Ah.
Brahgy,
Ernest
you like
we got MacGyver here.
around. Don't you have something you can do for this, Brahgy? Don't you have some magic for this? Like that one that you used for throwing little pebbles, and that do this also?
That won't.
That's more instantaneous. He's looking for some stability.
Just as I thought.
I'd allow a skill check if you can think of one. For Ernest. Ernest had an idea.
I'll do crafting to kind of to build a ramp up so that we can get it on top, and
or
then
to come up with a plan for a ramp.
Or to come up with a plan for it or something. Yeah, so I will do crafting.
All right.
Oh, I'm thinking of my wizard.
Ah, wow! Ernest is full of ideas today, and medicinal mastery. you see a number of flat stones and boulders, some higher than others, that could kind of serve as a support, so that you'd only have to push against it instead of have to heave it up, so that it's in place.
Excellent.
Let's see here.
And although we shouldn't be ruling out the heaving entirely, we got plenty of rope. I could lash some rope to Nelly, and she could help drag the piece up the ramp so that we can at least get it onto the base.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's going to love this.
So,
yeah, you can do what you said, and
So,
he's
we
able
have
to,
Nelek.
and he places his hands on it, and he kind of hugs it, and he kind of, you see his he has a dreamy-eyed expression, and you see a glowing light as he's meticulously causing and he closes his eyes as he causes it to kind of the crack turns into a smooth seam. There's like a little scar, but it is coming back together. Oh, I suppose it's not quite as high as it was before. Maybe she was offended because I broke it?
You know, she
Well,
might.
at least you made the effort to put it back together, and when you put the small stones around it, she'll at least appreciate the gesture, I think.
Yes!
Exactly.
Yes! Alright, and he starts to work on some of the stones. I think, I'm trying to see, I think it's mid-afternoon now at this point.
Ernest
What
is
other
going.
around here?
Uh-huh.
Is there any other cleanup that we need to do around here?
No, this, everything seems to be in order.
Ernest is going to spend probably the next hour and a half sketching the stones and the images on the stones.
Excellent. Alright. Let me check something.
Could Skritch, if we're going to be spending some time with that, could Skritch be healing us up in the meantime?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Brahgy's gonna go over to like Ernest and see what he's doing, and as Ernest's like sketching the stones, he's gonna tell them their name and half, and maybe like Sylvan too.
I'm going to say I believe I know those words. In Taldane we call this one and I'll say the name in Taldane. I'll say and the dwarves, if you speak the dwarven tongues, call this bear and dwarven.
You and Brahgy would just go like back and forth with him, just like trading languages and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to your following coming here. Hopefully I'll have a new lady when you arrive.
I look forward to you cleaning mammoths for me.
Well, it is possible that she might not dwell here. It's possible she dwells elsewhere. Have you considered that?
I don't know, but she flies and will see far and wide. This is a very, very unique place.
Indeed.
She probably will alight herself on that tall stone in the middle. I can see her now. And behold this beautiful raven.
Well, I honestly believe that if you're really looking for her, it might be better to be on the move, but always keep your eyes skyward if you're looking for someone who flies.
Maybe. but I want to give her a gift. We'll see.
Well, maybe. See, we've got to be back here in 2 days, yes. And while in the meantime, why don't you stay here and make sure that the stones stay safe?
Oh, I will. I am here. I will stay here. And I'll be looking at the sky.
And yes. Look at the sky. But we can come back, and then you can see the mammoths, and we have our festival, our feast, and perhaps you could come to our feast and eat with us, and we could tell you stories, and yes.
That's good. That's fine. In the meantime, I'll eat these birds here.
Yes, eat the bird. Can I have a bird?
There's plenty for all. Oh, I hope you did kill them.
Brom walks over and reaches into his sack and hands.
Oh
Finnur
no, she does not want to take all of them. Actually, I would offend my lady if I were eating ravens. Take them all. Take them all away.
No need to tell us twice.
So, Raven Lady. So interesting. Do I know anything about this Raven Lady?
Raven Lady. Good question. No.
No. Okay. So it's the ramblings of a mad fae in my eyes. Okay.
You don't rule it out. I mean, they're.
Yeah. Obviously. I mean,
there's many weird, magical, strange, legendary things in the realm.
Absolutely, but I don't know of anything like that. Cool. All right.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do here?
Brom pulls Nellie's head close and he whispers something in her ear. Nellie walks over to Brahgy and gets down on her haunches in front of him. Said, "You're the hero of the day, Brahgy. You can. Nellie wants you to ride back on her back."
Brom, stop it! No, I don't. Leave me alone. He's gonna start walking back towards the tribe.
Uh-oh. Oh no, Underhill's internet. Did he say he was from Oklahoma? Was that this group? Or he has someone from Oklahoma with bad internet? Or is that the other group?
He says his phone died. He'll be right back.
Oh no! Okay. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. We have about 12 minutes left.
Time enough for us to head back, give our reports, and do another night's RP.
Yep.
Very true.
That was horrifying, that fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Swarms when you don't have any sort of area damage to throw out, it's if we had an alchemist, that'd be a much different fight.
I should have just kept charging the first round. I think it would have gone better for everybody if I did.
Are you talking about that very bad first round with the unkindness?
Yeah. Just talking about the fight in general. It was
spooky.
Oh yeah, you were all in swarm formation.
Yeah, we walked right into it.
Yeah, that's true, and probably, I mean, I had even made a knowledge check and was like, oh yeah, they're gonna swarm us. Nah, I didn't do anything. I didn't say, hey, it'd be better if we spread out or something. Nope.
Well,
it was just like, this is fine.
Well, this is how we learn. And we'll
Yes.
remember better next time. Okay, is the party, it looks like Brahgy refute. Hey, are we all right, Mark, with, do you want the silver streak in your hair?
Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay.
All
right.
I'll talk to my my friend who made the art for this, and I'll have her add a little silver streak.
Oh, okay. But it sounds like it's a today thing where you're just kind of like, you're really, what's the word? You're charged. You're very charged.
I mean, it's only a minute, right? I think.
Yeah, but I think the hair can last longer.
And probably for a couple hours afterwards, you still have like static shocks when you touch people.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
Yeah, Nelek is just freaks out when you touch her. All right, are you headed back?
Yeah. On the way back, though, I'm gonna lean over to Ernest and say, "We learned something really important today."
Yeah. Yes. What?
Always stand in the back.
Oh, well, yes. But, I mean, in the end, I took quite a few pecks there, so.
You
Well-
took it like a champ. Zap. And walks away.
Hey.
It's part of being a battle medic. Got to get in the fray. Okay. Okay, you are back. You arrive. I think it was. I'm trying to see the distance, but let's just say you arrive in the afternoon. Things are as you expect them. People are preparing already for the evening meal, and Letsua asks you for a report, and basically his main concern is that there's no large fauna, animals that would threaten the Night of the Green Moon.
Nope. There was just a bird swarm, and we took care of that.
Ah. All right. Excellent, excellent. And so tomorrow morning, if you can try to get those tapers,
Of course.
that'll be the last task. You are with how effective you've been. I'm sure Grandfather Awa will probably confer an honor to you. We will talk as the Mammoth Lords about your role in the tribe.
It is a pleasure to help in any way that I can, and I'm learning much.
Okay.
I have found that your people have been very kind and very able in many ways that even I wouldn't have believed, being from so far away.
Well, I'm glad you find it a welcoming place. He shares his own story, which you've heard before, about how he had left civilization and how his wife had been spurned because of their traditional ways. He prefers the Broken Tusk way. And is there anything you want to do after nightfall? Otherwise, we can move on to just at least find out what Yumek is very, very eager to tell you. She can't wait. She says, "I don't know if I can sleep tonight."
I have a mushroom for that.
Oh,
I don't know if that, because we're full size, she's smaller. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think Argikoa says now we don't want to. She's not past the age where she can have that mushroom.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to tell you all about the herd, says Emek, and how to tame animals too. I'll tell you about that too. She's very talkative, you're noticing. Okay.
Very intelligent.
Yes.
Very intelligent.
So, if there's no objection, we can move on to the next morning.
No.
All right.
And she's already awake, and she said she didn't sleep at all last night. And she talks about her porcupines and how they tickle her all the time. She also starts to go on. They make me laugh. She starts to talk about. She gives you a tour of the mammoth herd, and gives you all of their names, and how. She seems to really be. You had seen her off to the side. She didn't really interact with the other children. but she seems to be in her element talking to the group of you. And she says we're going to go to the tapers. They were sighted recently, but she wants to first give you this tour of the mammoths. She's telling you about all of their individual histories. This one is very proud and does not want anyone to get near his mate. She tells you all the relationships that the mammoths have had with each other. And she tells you the story about how she befriended each one and how she was able to earn their trust. Now, you guys can kind of give her, nods and smiles. Or you could try to learn some of her abilities to tame animals, but it's going to require a will saving throw.
Let's do it.
Who wants to do it?
Brom
Declare that you are going to do it, and then do the roll.
Oh, absolutely, I'm doing it.
Finnur is going to do it.
Will is someone that rolls for me.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Hero point. I got 3 of them. Let's go.
Okay, you can only use 1 on a roll, but
Yeah,
Ernest has learned the tame animal skill feat. Is that in here? Yeah, it exists in the compendium. It's a bonus feat for if you can get a 16 or higher.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
All right, those of you who failed are fatigued 1.
Oops.
Those who succeed glean the complex moral lessons of the young herder's tales. With a sudden burst of realization, you immediately learn the tame animal skill feat. On a failed save, however, you only become fatigued by the effort to keep up with the enthusiastic child's ceaseless ramblings.
Was someone able to roll that for me?
Oh, what's your will save bonus?
For Skritch?
6 quick. Yeah.
What is it?
I'm looking at it. +5.
Okay.
See?
Finnur has earned the tame animal skill feat.
Oh, I rolled that for Skritch.
Oh,
okay.
Skritch. Sorry. Yes, Skritch has learned it. So if you look at it...
Hey, now.
Okay, let me
Okay.
add it to Skritch's character sheet. I'll do that.
Thank you.
I've got it added to my sheet, so no worries about that.
Yeah, so when you look at it, you can spend an hour if you're trained to try to... It's kind of like wild empathy, I think. But if you succeed, you basically make the animal... you form a friendly bond with the animal that lasts for a month, which is useful for building your following. And we actually use the leadership rules. I don't know if it went over that in the player's guide, but if you can find animals to befriend, animals can be part of the number of followers that allows you to level up your following. I mean, your organization. I think it starts as a 5th level organization for you.
Okay.
There are higher level lieutenants, and mammoths are high level creatures. So what 5th level means actually is your party's leadership of what is there within the following, as you gain more influence in the tribe. So this I think this is a okay. Is everyone fatigued who failed?
I
had it marked. I'll put that back on.
Yeah. How do we add that?
Right click
Signs
your
that-
token. That's the only way I know.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. All right. You've all taken emek damage.
I was looking at charisma scores. It would have been ideal for me to learn this with my diplomacy skill and my charisma being where it's at.
I think. Wait. I was just
Everybody,
reading
it's available to everybody, but it's not a bonus feat, unfortunately, unless you
So I'd
were
have to
able
take it
to.
up.
Yeah.
It isn't a diplomacy; it's a nature check. So.
Oh,
Mm.
well then, never mind.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
only +4.
Who else?
So, were
could-
we able to learn it as a bonus feat even if we're not trained in nature?
Oh, does it have that as a requirement? Uh-oh.
well, this being a specific rule would trump the general rule.
But it was made for this adventure path. Let's see. It becomes let's say it becomes available if you could become trained in nature. If you complement what you learned from the precocious girl.
Okay.
So I don't know if you plan to.
I mean, I might take it up to 4th level.
Okay. I'll just
So
put a
wait, was
note that you currently don't have it, but you could have it if you trained in nature.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool.
Was Ernest the only one who got it?
Ernest, you're like getting straight A's today.
Well, Will is actually my best save. So
It's all that getting used to, it's all that concentrating from all the book study you do.
yeah, exactly. And I love learning. That's why I'm a teacher.
And wait, Anthony rolled for Skritch, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
So Skritch,
Skritch got it.
yeah, but he's not trained in nature. So,
Correct.
okay, so it was Skritch who has a potential feat here, not... I wrote it down next to Brahgy for some reason. Okay. Alright, yes, Ernest is OP. He's getting more powerful.
It's rogues and skills and.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's just getting all of the, especially an intelligence-based rogue.
Yeah.
I've just got everything.
All right, let's. This is a good stopping point for us. Do we meet next week or 2 weeks from now?
I think
Weeks
4
from now.
weeks.
I'm
Oh,
thinking-
damn.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is 3 weeks from now.
Alas. Okay. Well,
Um,
just a lot of
so-
suspense as we build up to the night of the Green Moon.
regarding scheduling, I was supposed to be out of town the 29th, but that's no longer a thing, so I'm now available then if you want to schedule things differently.
Okay. I think we still... Well... I don't know if it's necessary to explore that. Though, you know what? Can we move the 5th to the 29th? Are people okay with that? Because
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
it's
with
just
that.
good overall to have that freedom to postpone. So let's move that to the 5th to the
Sure.
29th.
Sure.
Yeah, so 15th is the next session, right?
No.
The
No.
July
22nd
15th.
is.
Yeah, the 22nd.
And 29th, yeah. Cool. Yeah, what did you guys think? Their first tough battle. Yeah.
That was a very tough battle.
Yeah.
It was a scary fight.
I'm kind of used to being of having characters that have their class abilities basically shut off, and remembering Mr. Tabor,
Yeah.
with having no abilities against the wisp creatures.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm here for comic relief, anyways.
I guess it's flavorful. It's not like
Yeah.
3.5 though, where like if you were a rogue, it was very sad. If you're in an undead campaign, for example,
Yeah.
it's not as
Yeah.
common, the immunity to precision damage. But still, it sucks. But yeah, it's kind of, you face a variety of challenges, a variety of creatures. I think that part I like. If
And
you
I've
guys
never
can
had-
we
somehow
really
find
stepped
ways
up.
to get splash weapons, though, that'd be cool. Just as a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being able to intimidate the flock of ravens, the unkindness. That was fun.
Yeah, Though let's chalk that up as an extraordinary moment in history of your character,
Yeah.
a supernatural thing, because swarm mind. I just read the rule after that.
Okay.
Let's say that's the
Yeah.
last time that'll happen, and it's a part of your character, part of your history.
Sounds good to me. Actually, that works for what I'm planning for next level. So
Awesome. Okay, awesome. I'm glad.
All right.
It sounded like people had fun. I hope you did.
Yeah, we had a great
Oh,
time
yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
Yeah.
definitely had fun with them.
Awesome. Okay, I'll see you in 3 weeks. We'll have a big gap this time.
Part of the sheet sorted out.
Say it again.
So hopefully I'll get all these issues sorted out that I keep having with my phone and Discord and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right then. See you all
All right.
next time.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.